rakyat, gali potensi daerah, dikembangkan produktif, intermediasi bank optimal maksimal, balik ke PAD, loba murah sejahtera.
Kami bertumbuh dengan sehat, kami Bank NTT, kami kuat dan terpercaya. Kami bank yang cerdas dan kreatif, NTT maju bersama Bank NTT, kita bangkit bersama.
Maju dalam visi misi, mengedukasi, kenalkan inovasi. Kami hadir melayani lebih sungguh, mari bersama kita wujudkan mimpi.
Selalu dekat, selalu ada, berikan kemudahan, penghimpun dan penyalur, kredit di masyarakat, gerakan ekonomi, hentaskan kemiskinan. Bank NTT tetap maju, tetap jaya.
Sokor penggerak ekonomi rakyat, gali potensi daerah, dikembangkan produktif, intermediasi bank optimal maksimal, balik ke PAD, loba murah sejahtera.
Kami bertumbuh dengan sehat, kami Bank NTT, kami kuat dan terpercaya. Kami bank yang cerdas dan kreatif, NTT maju bersama Bank NTT, kita bangkit bersama.
Good afternoon, everyone. A warm welcome to the honorable judges and all the incredible participants. My name is Annie and I'm your host today. Such an honor for me to welcome you guys in our special event that we are waiting for, English Speech Competition, Program Ramai Sekali Bank NTT 2022. I would like to thank God who has given us blessing so we can attend this competition in a good condition. And for all the participants, I'm going to introduce you to our judges today. Bapak Alexius Madar from Unwira. Hi, Pak Alex. Good afternoon. How's lunch?
Good afternoon, Ibu Ani. I got very good lunch today from our friends in Bank NTT. I would like to welcome all the participants who joined this competition, and I wish them all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Pak Alexius. And Kak Reni Bani Billy from Undana. Hi, Kak Reni. Good afternoon.
Hi, Kak Ani. I'm
Hi,
very
Kak
well.
Reni.
Good afternoon.
Is the weather still cold there?
It's getting now. The sun is shining, so I'm happy about that. And thank you very much for introducing me, and thank you very much for welcoming all of us in this second session of the day. I would like to specially welcome the participant. Thank you very much for registering to this event, and we hope that you can do your best, and we are looking forward to see your performance today. All the best. Thank you, Kani.
Thank you, Kak Reni. And Kak Tracy from Bank NTT. Hi, Kak Tracy. Good afternoon.
Hi, hello, good afternoon, Kak Ani, how are you?
I'm good. Kak Tracy, what was you have for your lunch today?
Some yummy lunch from the committees Bank NTT and Poskupang, thank you. Okay, thank you and good afternoon for all the participants. Nice to have you here, and yeah, good luck for you all. So can't wait to you to surprise us with all of your speeches. Thank you.
Thank you, Kak Tracy. And just remind you guys, for all the participants, that we have some rules in this English speech competition that you have to follow. And here they are.
Dikembangkan produktif, intermediasi bank optimal maksimal, balik ke PAD, loba murah sejahtera.
Kami bertumbuh dengan sehat, kami Bank NTT, kami kuat dan terpercaya. Kami bank yang cerdas dan kreatif, NTT maju bersama Bank NTT, kita bangkit bersama. Mengerti dan berkarya untuk berusaha moral melayani lebih sungguh, dedikasi yang tinggi, hadirkan inovasi bagi tiap generasi. Bank NTT membangun masa depan.
Kelompok penggerak ekonomi rakyat, gali potensi daerah, dikembangkan produktif, intermediasi bank optimal maksimal, meningkatkan PAD, loba murah sejahtera.
Kami bertumbuh dengan sehat, kami Bank NTT, kami kuat dan terpercaya. Kami bank yang cerdas dan kreatif, NTT padu bersama Bank NTT, kita bangkit bersama.
Maju dalam visi misi, mengedukasi, kenalkan inovasi. Kami hadir melayani lebih sungguh. Mari bersama kita wujudkan mimpi.
Selalu dekat, selalu ada. Berikan
Those are some rules that you have to pay attention. So please, I'm begging you, please pay attention on them. So for all the participants and judges, before we start our English speech competition, we are going to take a picture together. Please turn on your camera, all of you, the participants and judges. I will count it 1, 2, 3, and we are going to take a picture together. Okay, please turn on your camera for all the participants and judges. Okay, I will count it 1, 2, 3. Are you ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, once again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you for all of you. And just the information for all the participants who haven't had turn to speech, please wait in the waiting room.
Proses pembayaran menggunakan kris Bank NTT di aplikasi Bepo Mobile Bank NTT. Sekarang pembayaran dan pembelian apa saja menjadi lebih mudah dengan menggunakan kris Bank NTT dengan aplikasi Bepo Mobile Bank NTT. Buka aplikasi Bepo Mobile Bank NTT, login dengan cara input nomor handphone dan password. Pada menu utama, pilih lambang kris. Muncul kamera aktif, kemudian arahkan pada barcode kris yang tersedia di merchant atau dengan cara tanpa tatap muka, yaitu memilih barcode yang sudah tersimpan di handphone dengan cara pilih lambang galeri foto pada sudut kiri atas. Setelah itu, akan muncul nama merchant dan input nominal bayar, pilih centang, dan pilih selanjutnya. Setelah muncul nama merchant, pilih sumber dana. Akan muncul semua jenis tabungan atau giro Bank NTT yang dimiliki nasabah. Pilih salah satu yang dijadikan sumber dana untuk melakukan transaksi. Melakukan konfirmasi detail pembayaran, pilih konfirmasi. Input PIN dan pilih centang. Memperoleh bukti transaksi berhasil dan dapat membagikannya dengan cara memilih lambang share atau dengan memilih screenshot untuk melakukan tangkapan layar.
Bertransaksi di Bank NTT adalah partisipasi nyata membangun NTT. Bank NTT melayani lebih sungguh.
Mengerti dan berkarya untuk berusaha moral melayani lebih sungguh, dedikasi yang tinggi, hadirkan inovasi bagi tiap generasi. Bank NTT membangun masa depan.
Kelompok penggerak ekonomi rakyat, gali potensi daerah, dikembangkan produktif, intermediasi bank optimal maksimal, meningkatkan PAD, loba murah sejahtera.
Kami bertumbuh dengan sehat, kami Bank NTT, kami kuat dan terpercaya.
The participant, we are about to start our English speech competition session 2 today. And let's start from a number 1, Muhammad Yani Pehang. Time is yours.
Okay. Do you hear my voice?
Yes, I can hear you. You can start your speech.
His Excellency, the head of Bank NTT, Your Excellency judges, Honorable the participant of English speech contest. In this lovely day, let me deliver my speech under the title Financial English Bank NTT Financial Product as ways to achieve financial inclusion for local customers in the era of the pandemic. Ladies and gentlemen, Jin Yong Kim, the president of our bank, said by early 2020, universal access to financial services will achieve 3 important things. First, new technology. Second, transformative business model. And the last one is ambitious goals. Indonesia is a home for 60 ultra micro and micro business. They have very crucial effort in order to improve economical growth. This person will improve everything in economy, ladies and gentlemen. Based on the data, 97% workforce was supported by this community. Currently, COVID-19 will give very big impact for economical growth. Observing 53% internet accessibility all over Indonesia. This opportunity must be taken by financial institutions in order to improve financial inclusion all over Indonesia. Indonesian government have targeted to reach 90% of financial inclusion in 2024, and East Nusa Tenggara province must reach it. Bank NTT as one of financial institutions in East Nusa Tenggara province have a responsibility to do that, but it's not easy. It's not easy, ladies and gentlemen. Why? Because there are 3 at least obstacles that will influence the financial inclusion in East Nusa Tenggara province. First, limited knowledge about banks, limited knowledge about digital sector. Second, the customer who has limited or unstable income will not go to the bank. They still think when you go to bank, you have to save money. The last one, they need financial institutions. Those are local who they can, ladies and gentlemen. According to Rose River, an activist is not a man who says the river is dirty. An activist is a man who cleans the river. Those obstacles will give us a solution, because there will be always solution behind the problem. So Bank NTT has at least 3 solutions. First, Bank NTT has agent branchless banking. Second, digital advisor. And the last one is Bank NTT built digital business, ladies and gentlemen. First, let's talk about agent-based branchless banking. Bank NTT has Baju Laku Pandai. Baju Laku Pandai will one of the solution as agent-based branches banking. Second, Bank NTT has digital advisor. Every one officer in Bank NTT can educate the customer how to use digital application. The last one, build digital ecosystem. Bank NTT has built digital business ecosystem. Just for example, when you talk about Bepung Mobile, you can upgrade it, become bisa. Ladies and gentlemen, last but not the least, as strong as crystal, as strong as mountain, I still believe that by using digital product of Bank NTT, we can reach financial inclusion in 2024. If there is a will, there is a way. Bank NTT melayani dengan sungguh. Thank you. Good morning. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Hello.
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 Hello. Can you hear me?
Can you hear my voice clearly?
I can hear your voice clearly.
Okay. Okay. Waalaikumsalam, Muhammad Yani Pehang. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. So, how do I call you? Yani or Muhammad?
You can call me Yani, you can.
Yani. Okay. This is a good one. So, Yani, what do you think about your own speech?
First, honestly, to make a good speech, I have to research, especially deals with the product of Bank NTT, and it is quite hard because I work in Ministry of Religion. This has no agreement or memorandum of understanding with Bank NTT, so a lot of product of Bank NTT hard to find. So I have to research to see the knowledge about Bank NTT.
Okay, so I would like to thank you as well as because you got a conclusion of summary. There's a 3 important solution for Bank NTT. Okay, that we know that's already existing in Bank NTT.
Yeah.
Okay, you mentioned about Baju Bisa Laku Pandai and Dia Bisa.
Yeah.
So, I mean, do you know what's the difference between the products?
Okay, when we talk about Baju Laku Pandai, we talk about electronic device capture. So it is different. But when we talk about Dia Bisa, this is integrated with the platform of Bank NTT we call as Bepung. So it is very different.
Hello, can you repeat it, please?
Okay.
I can hear you. I cannot
okay.
hear you.
Okay. When we talk about Baju Laku Pandai, it is about electronic device capture. But when we talk about Dia Bisa, this is one platform that integrated with one product of Bank NTT. We call it as Bepung. So it is very different.
Oh, I see. So there's the difference between Baju Bisa and Laku Pandai.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the transaction in Laku Pandai sorry, Baju Bisa that no profit in Dia Bisa?
When we talk about Laku Pandai, they use automatic teller machine or ATM when we use in Laku Pandai. But when we talk about when we use automatic teller machine or ATM, but when we talk about Bepung, we use mobile. The different device. We have different device to use on platform.
Oh, okay. You mean the Beju Bisa Laku Pandai is the mini ATM?
Yeah, because we use Beju Bisa Laku Pandai, we use just like the card, and then we have the transaction. But in Bepung, we use the mobile banking or in the application in mobile phone.
Okay, I see. So in your speech, you mentioned a few quotes from the famous. Okay, there is like Jim Yong Kim and also Rose River, right? So how about the quotes from Muhammad Yani?
My quote is, there is no success without sacrifice. My quote is, there is no success without sacrifice.
Okay, that's great. Thank you very much for the closing quotes from Muhammad Yani Pehang. Okay, nice to talk with you, Yani. Thank you very much. Good afternoon.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you, Katresi and Muhammad. We move to number 2. Matri Mitra Sarikoni. Time is yours. Number 2. Matri Mitra Sarikoni. Time is yours.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salve, Salam Kebajikan, Shalom to all of us. The honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen, praise be to God. By His grace, today we can gather on this auspicious occasion in good health and well-being. My full name is Matri Mitrasari Koni Billy. You can call me Mitra. I am representing Bank NTT White Tabula branch in this English speech competition. I would like to say thank you to the President Director of Bank NTT, Mr. Hari Alexander Riukaho, and to the Board of Commissioners and Directors of Bank NTT, to the Speech Competition Committee and the judges for giving me the opportunity to take part in the speech competition that was held by Bank NTT in their program Ramai Sekali in the year of 2022. This program has the theme, Bank NTT breaks the limit, pandemic can't stop us. With a tagline, with Bank NTT, let your creativity work for you. I feel so honored to be a participant in this speech competition. And so through this opportunity, I'm going to deliver my speech about acceleration of Bank NTT digitization services. Ladies and gentlemen, the presence of the COVID-19 pandemic in Indonesia has accelerated the digitization of banking services. Considering that in the midst of this pandemic, digital transactions have increased in line with people's preference for online shopping with a cashless system due to mobility restrictions. We can see this condition from Bank Indonesia data. On July 2022, the volume of electronic money transactions have increased of up to 39.76% year-on-year to 35.5 trillion rupiah, and the volume of digital banking transactions have increased to 27.82% year-on-year to 4,359.7 trillion rupiah. In principle, digital banking makes it easy for customers to process all their needs for online banking products and services. More than that, people are no longer worried about contacting the coronavirus because digital banking services can be accessed anywhere and anytime via the internet. It is also intended to increase the efficiency of banking services and save operational costs. Ladies and gentlemen, the bank digital service has made it easy for the community in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic. However, the acceleration of banking digitization has also triggered the emergence of various crucial issues in the society, such as it can increase the unemployment rate. It also has the potential of data leakage in digital transactions. Bank NTT has a goal of building East Nusa Tenggara province through saving at Bank NTT. To achieve this goal, it automates digital services and strengthens digital banking security. The digital banking services available at Bank NTT are as follows. First of all, it provides a payment called Quick Response Code Indonesian Standard, also called CRIS. Second of all, it provides the Electronic Data Capture Machine, EDC. And the third, it provides mobile banking services called Bepung Mobile, Bank NTT, and NTT Pay, which can be used on an adequate smartphone that support Android 10. The application can be accessed on Google Play and registered at Bank NTT customer service staff at the nearest office. As a registered user, you can make transactions including balance information, transfer between Bank NTT accounts, and using automatic teller machine bersama, paying bills with CRIS, purchase of cellular electronic credit and electronic vouchers, payment of postpaid telephone bills, landlines, subscription television, loan initiation, cash withdrawal without card, pick-up deposit, account mutation, and transaction history. The honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen, the things I mentioned above are some of the digital services provided by Bank NTT to the public and have been proven to provide better benefits in the process of financial transactions in everyday life. In the future, I hope that Bank NTT can be even better at providing services to the community and building the province of East Nusa Tenggara into a more developed province. That's all the speech that I can deliver. Ideally, I hope what I say is useful for us, but I apologize if there are words that are less pleasing to all of you. Thank you for your kind attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Santi 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 Om. Namo Buddhaya, Salve, Salam Kebajikan. Salam to all of us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ibu Matri. My right? Matri Mitra Sarikoni. Okay, right. Ibu, thank you very much for presenting your speech to us this afternoon. I'm very interested in your point saying, in your last point, said that you hope in the future Bank NTT can provide, can be better. Do you have any suggestion for Bank NTT to improve their services to be better?
Well, thank you for the question, Ms. Reni. Actually, I am one of the customer of NTT Bank. I have used their digital banking services, and I felt like very helpful in my everyday life. And I hope that probably what they are doing right now is very good. But I hope in the future there will be many more actions in like for the safety of a customer using in the digital banking services. Actually, I don't have this solution of how the application or things like that to do with the safety for the customer data and things like that. But I believe that what they do right now is already good. Such as, for example, if we are using the NTT Pay, the password that we are using, we have like 6 number for the password. But if we want to access the data, they have the program which we can only use like two number of our PIN, which is if we don't have the password or the PIN, of course, we don't know how to access the data. So I guess that's one of the good point that already made in the NTT Bank.
And how did you get the number? If you want to access
the password,
you say like the password, only 2-digit password, is it?
No, not only 2-digit. We have 6. But when we want to access our data, like our transaction or our transaction, we can only what is it? We can only input two. They will ask, but please input your first number or your last number. On the other hand, if we want like that, and then they ask us to put your second number and then your third number, so we don't have to put all the 6 number of our password.
Okay. And is their number should be random? Should the is the number?
Yeah, the random. It's random. So I guess
now, what do you think is so you how long have you been using their services?
Since 2010.
Okay, what do you notice so far? What do you notice so far? What is the best side? Mention 2 best points, and please mention 2 downside points.
Actually, I don't have the downside point, but the best part is I'm using the digital banking services and I am pleased with the services. Also, when I'm doing offline services, such as yesterday, I have problem about my Bepung mobile entity. I called the officer and then they helped me fast. So I guess for now, I don't have problem with the services.
Okay, what about during pandemic?
Yeah, actually what I said before, during pandemic, using this Bepung mobile entity bank entity application and NTT Pay is very helpful for me because we have the restriction to go outside. So I guess using that application is very helpful for us in this pandemic situation.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Ibu Mitra. Ibu Matri. Okay, it's all right. You didn't mention the 2 downside, but just to let you know that any critics towards Bank NTT is not taking into account for any evaluation. So don't worry to say it.
I want to say the website, but I can't find it now.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't mean that I'm too overproud about the NTT Bank, but I don't have it for now, so sorry.
Okay, that's good. That's good. All right. Thank you very much, Bu Matri.
Okay,
see
thank
you.
you.
Maybe we can see you later. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kak Reni and Kak Matri. And we move to number 3. Diego Junior Alexandro Lumba. Time is yours. Number 3. Diego Junior Alexander Lumba. Time is yours.
Thank you. Shalom. Starve. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. First of all, praise be to the Lord Jesus Christ, who has given health and strength to all of us, so we can gather together even during the COVID-19 pandemic. But the faithful love of our Lord Jesus Christ is still with and protects us. Let me introduce myself. My name is Diego Junior Alexandra Lumba, and I'm 70 years old. And on this occasion, allow me to stand here to deliver a speech about the digitalization of Bank NTT in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic. As we all know, the bank is a government-approved financial entity with the authority to collect funds from the general public. The bank's primary role is to collect and disburse public funds in order to aid in implementation of national development plans. And NTT Bank is one of them. Bank NTT is a regional bank situated in Kupang City that helps to improve the economic of community, especially in its Nusa Tenggara. Currently, NTT Bank continues to function admirably in the Indonesian banking business. NTT Bank received multiple awards in 2015 for its performance, in 2014 and 2015, including the Infobank Award, Annual Report Award, Indonesian Banking Awards, and Lintas Arta Awards. Melayani lebih sungguh is the tagline of Bank NTT, and which we are all familiar with. This means that assisting others must be genuine and from the heart, not in return. Ladies and gentlemen, since March 2020, when the coronavirus was first discovered in a human, the COVID-19 pandemic has had a tremendous impact various aspects of life, whether social, cultural, political, health, and one of them is in economic field. In terms of the economic, we can be thankful that once the government imposed lockdown when the pandemic struck Indonesia, digital growth accelerates since everyone resort to using device and computers as a way of survival, immediately replacing numerous activity. First instance, when we shop online, we don't need to visit ATM instead. We can just download e-banking program. Actually, this digitalization was already in place prior to the COVID-19 pandemic. However, during a pandemic, digitalization progress accelerates more quickly. Whether we are aware of it or not, we use digital technology on a daily basis, especially during a pandemic like the one we are currently experiencing. And NTT Bank has a mobile banking product, namely Bepu Mobile. With the help of the Bepu mobile application, bank customers can execute financial transactions using their smartphone or other mobile device, which may simplify loan application process. In the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic, the existence of Bepu mobile application is extremely beneficial and makes life easier for the community. Why not? Customer will benefit from quicker, simpler, safer, and less expensive internal and interbank transfer operation thanks to the Bepu mobile application. Indonesian economy, particularly in province of East Nusa Tenggara, is recovering because to NTT Bank, digitalization, and the existence of Bepu mobile. People can transaction at any time, anywhere, and from any location. Therefore, it is not surprising that digital economic and financial transactions have become more valuable in Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, through this speech I deliver, I would like to invite to all East Nusa Tenggara people. Let's support the digitalization of transaction Bepu Mobile to go to NTT Bangkit, NTT Sejahtera. That's all I can say. More or less, I apologize if there are any wrong words. And for your attention, I thank you profusely. Finally, I say shalom, salve, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan.
Okay, thank you very much, Pak Diego. Hello, Pak. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. My very first question to you is that are you a customer of bank entity?
Sorry, can you repeat the question, please?
Are you a customer of bank entity?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now, what are the services or the products of bank entity that you are using right now?
I'm using Bank Mora and Bepu mobile application because Bepu mobile application helped me to transaction at any time and anywhere and from any location. So help me to transaction.
Okay, you mentioned that one of the product of bank entity that you are using is Bank Mora. What's Bank Mora?
Bank Mora is one of product from NTT Bank to the purpose to extremely beneficial and for the community to makes life easier. I think that's all.
Is it a saving account or what?
Sorry.
Is it a saving account?
Yes.
Okay. So when you are using mobile, do you think that you also need to have a saving account in the bank?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, can you repeat?
Okay. When you are using Bepu mobile for transaction again, it means that you have to have the money in the bank. In this case,
yes.
In the bank entity. Now, in which account do you put or do you save your money in bank entity in order to be used for Bepu mobile transaction?
Yes, I can put my money at NTT Bank to extremely beneficial and from benefit from quicker and simpler for me. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Pak Diego. You said that you are now using Bepom mobile banking system, okay?
Yes.
Now, can you tell us your experience during the when you are using it?
Okay, my experience to use the Bepom mobile application. For instance, when we shop online, we don't need to ATM instead. We can just download the Bepom mobile application, and I support the Bepom mobile application because so that in the future digitalization in Indonesia, especially in this Nusa Tenggara, can grow and develop. That's all.
Okay, my question is your experience using it. Whether you have any problem, or whether there was a trouble when you're using it, or there was not a problem. That is what I wanted to hear from you.
Okay.
Okay, so you don't have any problems when you used Bepom Mobile?
No.
Okay. Do you have any suggestions to the bank, to Bank NTT for the improvement of its services, especially the digital banking service?
Okay, thank you for the question. My suggestion is we support the digitalization of transaction, especially Bepom mobile application, not Bepom mobile, but full Mora, simple, and to go to NTT Bangkit and NTT Sejahtera. And in the future, digitalization in Indonesia, especially in Nusa Tenggara, can grow and develop. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Pak Diego.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye for now.
Thank you, Pak Alexios and Diego. And we move to number 4, Apriana Kartini Seli. Time is yours. Number 4, Apriana Kartini Seli. Time is yours.
Hello, good afternoon, the honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the chance given to me. My name is Apriana Kartini Seli. I'm from Bank NTT Kalabahi. Ladies and gentlemen, bank and our life are very familiar, isn't it? There are those who before born but already have savings by their parents. There are also those who still little kids and do not know about banking but already have savings in the bank. Students do not only study, but they have a relationship with the bank. Similarly, the college students and the society. This shows that the human life now is not separated from the banking world. Bank becomes a financial institution whose activities to store is well deposit, credit transfers, and savings. On the other hand, the role of bank for the government is the same, namely playing a role in stabilizing the national economy. The role of the bank has indeed been determined with the law number 10 of 1998 concerning banking that state that bank is mentioned as a business entity that collects funds from the society in the form of deposit and channel them to the public in the form of credit or other forms in order to increase the society life standards. Ladies and gentlemen, in my speech today, I will talk about a prosperous alor, shaded alor, and smart alor with Bank NTT. We know that Bank NTT is the only useful regional bank to increase the society economy, especially in East Nusa Tenggara. There are so many services of Bank NTT that received by the society through the branch offices and units in every districts. Similarly, in Alor, the digitalization of Bank NTT provides the benefits, the best financial access for the society. Just like their motto, Bank NTT serves more things. In Alor, Bank NTT also move in almost all sectors. In economy sector, Bank NTT has a 6 village, namely a tourist alternative village, where there is development or manufactures of lopo for the woven fabric seller of Alor. Additional craft capital, namely independent credit service for micro to medium business. Bank NTT also opened the outdoor business filed by Dia Bisa agent for the sale of data package, phone, and electric credit for the public in Ternate village. All of this is very helpful the economy of public in Alor. Bank NTT created a prosperous for people in Alor. Ladies and gentlemen, in addition, Bank NTT also supports the government program to facilitate payment online transaction through the NTT Pay and Bepu mobile application, which can be installed on all smartphones. This application helps us transactions such as payment of local taxes, earth taxes, and building, buy land, electric bill, phone, hospital bill, university, PDAM, and BPJS. We can also transfer to all banks in Indonesia by phone or by phone credit, electricity, internet package, and so on. Besides that, there is also Kris, one type of online payment that has been spread in the small stores to large stores in Alor until the small stores in the market. This service really helps people in terms of online transaction. There are many services of Bank NTT that make said the society of Alor. Ladies and gentlemen, Bank NTT also moves in education sector. One of the real proof of the transaction that make it easier in Alor is there is one school that paying the school money through Bank NTT. It is SMK Negeri 1 Kalabahi. Indirectly, this makes the student learn how to transact with bank so they are not left behind. In addition, Bank NTT also provides students savings. It is an uncatered savings without admin fees. This helps students to be smarter and diligent in saving more, from earlier age for the good future. Ladies and gentlemen, from all the real examples of Bank NTT services for the society in RRR to prove that Bank NTT serve more things. It means that Bank NTT provides an active services to the public with the expectation of people become prosperous, said and smart to build the economy of the society in East Nusa Tenggara. Therefore, at the end of my speech, let's participate in supporting the government program with Bank NTT by becoming their part that gives and receiving its services. We have also built East Nusa Tenggara. That's all from me, and thank you so much. Good afternoon.
Yes, thank you so much, Apriana Kartini Seli. Okay, you already delivered your speech. It's really touching, it's touchable. Why? Because you get the summary, of the NTT support the economy and the education life in Alor. Okay, you mentioned about the economy life in a Ternate village, and you mentioned about the education life in SMKN 1 Kalabahi.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
So, can you tell me more about the support of Bank NTT? I mean, the effect of support of Bank NTT in Ternate Village at the moment?
Yes, thank you for the question, Mrs. To answer your question about the services of Bank NTT in Ternate Village, we can see Ternate Village get more helps and services from Bank NTT. So Bank NTT gives helping just like Dia Bisa agent for help people in traditional Ternate Village to buy data package, to buy electricity bill, and it makes easy people there because in Alor, to go to the Ternate Village, we have to using, just like we say, a ketinting, a small boat, to go there. So it is difficult for people there to get to buy data package, phone electric, and the others. So Bank NTT make a small lopo for people in Ternate Village to help them to using Dia Bisa agent. So people get more easier for transaction in Ternate Village.
Okay, it's good to hear that. So since the services of Bank NTT Internet Affiliate, is there any problems or a negative side, or maybe any complaint about the services in Ternate Village?
Okay, for your information, I never before go there, but I think there is no negative impact for people there because Bank NTT help full services for there for people in Ternate Village, because just like I said before, people very difficult to go in the city of Kalabahi. So when they want to buy something or transact, they have to come to Kalabahi and make transaction. But with Bank NTT give more services there, it get more easier for people in Ternate Village.
Okay, once again, it's good to hear from you. So how about the other islands in Alor, or maybe in Kalabahi itself? How about that? How's the presence of Bank NTT in Kalabahi?
In Kalabahi, I think there are more services, just like in the markets, by using QRIS, quick response Indonesia standards. It helps people in the market to make transaction without cash transaction, and QRIS separated to all store, from small until the bigger and to the larger store in Kalabahi. I think it is.
Okay. Okay. Do you know any other island in Alor that support by Bank NTT?
Yes.
Beside the Ternate Village?
Yes. There are Ternate, Pura Island, and Pantar Island.
Can you? Okay. Thank you very much, Apriana Kartiniseli.
Thank you.
Good to know that Bank NTT support all the life or all the activities sites in Alor. Okay, so thank you very much, Apriana Kartiniseli.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Good afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you, Kak Tracy and Apriana. And we move to number 5, Florentina Kurniati. Time is yours. Number 5, Florentina Kurniati. Time is yours.
Honorable judges, respected audience, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Today is a great day for all of us. Don't ask me why. For sure, it's because I am here to deliver you a speech about how the digital system of Bank NTT provides the best financial access for us in NTT. But before we go there, let's praise our Lord and our Savior Jesus Christ, who has given us mercy and blessing so we can meet together in this amazing place. And also, I would like to thank Bank NTT for this great opportunity for me and for the other contestants. My name is Renti. Now I am working at a restaurant, the place where I knew a lot about Bank NTT, about how the digital system works really well in terms of payment. It is a good news for us and also for our customers, especially during the COVID pandemic, where people are starting afraid to bring cash everywhere. And I am sure that we are belong to those people, right? Okay, talking about digitization. Do you know what the digitization is? Digitization is the process of converting from analog to digital. So various kind of data and information that were previously manual are transferred to digital. In digital is very influential in human life, in work, in relationship, in lifestyle, and almost in every aspect of human life. Digital system also makes everything easier and faster, like the title of my speech. Transaction easier, faster, anytime and anywhere with Bepung Mobile. Bepung Mobile itself is one of the incredible digital product of Bank NTT, which provide the convenience for their customer in terms of transaction. Ladies and gentlemen, when I decided to follow this competition, I was starting to know deep about Bank NTT, about their digital product. And I was surprised when I found that there are many digital products that they have, like Bank NTT Laku Pandai, which is very useful for the local service. So local people don't need to go to the office branch to make a transaction. And then they have NTT Pay. And then also they have Bepung Mobile, like the title of my speech. So amazing. We should appreciate the hard work of Bank NTT. With all the digital product that they have, we are be able to transaction anywhere, to pay bills anytime, and then to transfer money faster. So easy and super easy. Besides being easy, digital system is also very efficient. You don't need to go to the office branch and wasting your time to go there just to make transaction like used to be. Instead, you only need your phone. Your phone is the teller. Your phone is the ATM. Your phone is everything you need to make transaction. Again, so easy and super easy. And now let's see how the digital system of Bank NTT works in our region in Manggarai. Okay, and the question, have you ever visited our traditional market in Manggarai? If yes, I think you can see how people there using QRIS for payment. Or when you go to the restaurant, to the bakery, to the supermarket, you can pay anything with QRIS. Again, so easy and super easy. Anywhere you go, you can using Bepung Mobile and the digital product of Bank NTT to pay something, or pay food, pay drink. And then now, let's see how the digital system of Bank NTT works anytime, Let me give you an example. You get a call from your family on Sunday or Saturday, and they tell you that they are in urgent situation and need money. But on that day that the office branches are closed, and it's just not possible for you to transfer money. So you should wait until money is all set, isn't it? But when you have BP Mobile, you can transaction and transfer money anytime. Ladies and gentlemen, we've talked a lot about the benefit of digital system of Bank NTT. But did you know that behind all this incredible achievement, Bank NTT still have some challenges that hindering the development of bank digital process. And the challenges is, I will say to you 3 challenges that I see based on and experience. First, human resources, and the second, financial, and the third one, and the last one is a bad signal quality. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope we don't focus on the challenges, but we appreciate all the incredible digital system of Bank NTT, and together we participate to Bank NTT, so we can.
Florentina, hi Florentina, your time is up.
Thank you very much for your attention.
Okay, thank you very much, Renti. Is that correct?
Yeah, correct. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Renti, for providing good speech this very afternoon. Renti, let's talk more about your 3 points that you didn't have time to elaborate about it. The 3 challenges. The first one is about human resource. What do you mean by Bank NTT still face problem with human resource?
Okay, thank you for asking me, Miss. So, okay, human resources are related to a person. So many persons in NTT, they still don't know how to use a digital system, and also they don't really understand how it works. So that's why I say that the first challenge is human resources.
Okay, so what can Bank NTT do to solve the problem?
Okay, I think it can be solved by providing education and training. So local people or people who don't know how it works be able to know how it works. So I mean, like give them education and training.
Okay, what do you mean by the category of old?
Excuse me, Miss?
What do you mean by the category of old people?
And okay, I'm so sorry, not all people. I mean, like some people don't really understand how the digital system works. That's why I think how it's solved by provide them the training and education.
Okay, good. And the second one about financial. What do you mean about financial challenges?
Okay, thank you very much for the question. Okay, the second one is financial related to budget. Using digital system, it's for sure need money to buy smartphone. Yeah, so when you have smartphone, you can use the digital product of Bank NTT.
Oh, okay. So it's the user, not the provider in here, Bank NTT.
Yeah, I mean the user, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because I think Bank NTT is rich enough because they like throw up money for 50 million rupiah for just English competition. So I think they're really rich enough, so they don't have a problem for that end. So the other end that has a problem is the customer. The last one, we've got 1 minute. What about the internet resources?
Oh yeah, so bad signal. Okay, there are so many places in NTT with a bad signal quality. So it was the main reason also why so many people cannot access the digital system of Bank NTT. For example, some people live in a place that really so far from city, the office branch. So they don't really know how the digital system works because the bad signal quality. Even they have smartphone, they will never connect to digital system if they have the last problem that I say to you.
Because they live in a remote area.
Excuse me?
Is it because they live in a remote area with less internet services?
Yeah, correct.
So how about they just move to the city?
They live, they live there and for a long time.
Right?
No, I think it's not the problem. I think it's not the overcome of the problem.
So do you think the third challenges should be, so do you think the third challenge is the responsible of Bank NTT?
Of course it is, but we need process, of course.
Okay, thank you, Randy. Nice to talk to you this afternoon.
Thank you very much, Miss. See you.
See you.
Thank you, Kareni and Florentina. And we move to number 6, Philomena O. Cotton. Time is yours. Number 6, Philomena O. Cotton. Time is yours.
Good afternoon, honorable judges. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for this precious opportunity given to me. My name is Philomena O. Cotton from Bank NTT Kalabahi. I would like to thank Bank NTT for help this speech contest, and it's such a great honor for me to deliver my speech about achieving financial goal with the future bank for creating a life of well-being. Talking about money makes people sometimes feel dizzy and stressful. I believe that all of you have your own story about money, or maybe some of us are struggling with things related to money right now. As we know, we all are living in a world that money becomes something that people most worry about. Unfortunately, in using money, people sometimes forget about how to maintain the stability of their money. Because of lifestyle, people spend their money as they want and with very little thought. As a cause, they don't know what exactly the things they done to spend their money on. They lost their money quickly, whereas, in fact, they still have other important needs to fulfill. This situation brings them in a financial problem, trapped in a burden of life, and again, becomes stressful. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to get out of financial problem, the things we need to do is setting our financial goals and try to achieve them. Financial goal itself means that the target you want to achieve of how you use your money wisely based on objectives or plans that you set. It includes spending, saving, earning, or investing. The benefit of setting your financial goal is your money will be more useful if you have right direction to manage it. It does not feel wasted, but it helps you to shape your financial future and release you from financial burden. However, in setting financial goals, it is necessary to find financial sector as a nice roadmap to guide you in managing your financial. Bank as a financial intermediary is the main key in this case. A bank can provide you with any financial services that gives you a guarantee of financial security. In my address today, I want to talk about the way in planning financial goals along with Bank NTT, which I believe is one of bank in our local area that can help to achieve financial goals. Ladies and gentlemen, talking about future bank, the term bank as a service is very important to be concerned. Bank as a service is the provision of complete banking process and also provides services for customer financial experiences. There are various types of bank that people can choose to support various financial activities, such as saving, investing, or facilitating their financial transaction. But the question is, have those banks provide the best service? Smartly in choosing good bank is essential for those who want to set their financial goals that certainly will bring impact for life. A better financial services is very important for the customers in order to make them feel value and help them meet their needs. It involves helping the customers to achieve their financial goals, select the right product and services, and also helping them with financial decisions. A bank with best service should have these qualifies. First, hospitality. This is the first thing a bank should have in order to make the customers feel value and welcome. Second qualification is responsiveness. In this point, a bank should be ready to serve the customers when they need help to overcome their challenge or problems related to their financial. Third qualification is empathy. It is necessary to show understanding and empathetic for customer situation when they come with financial challenge to help diffuse tension and communicate more effectively. Last qualification is providing adequate facilities. This is essential for the customers in order to give them satisfaction in financial activities. Ladies and gentlemen, as a local bank with the motto ready to serve with heart, Bank NTT is attempt to give the best service based on this qualification. As a customer, you are free to choose any service product of this bank. Every service product of Bank NTT has its own facilities like ATM and online banking that drive customers to use or save money smartly and give an easy accessibility in financial transaction. Moreover, in order to assist the customers in banking transaction in this digital era, Bank NTT also provide mobile banking service called Bepung Mobile that can be accessed by the customers through their mobile phone. There are many features of digital transaction provided by this product where the customers can enjoy the financial service without going anywhere. Well, keep in mind what I have talked about. Convenience and security in transaction of bank is the most important thing for the customers, and Bank NTT, its products and facilities is attempt to give more than that. Thus, make this bank no less competitive with other banks and have been met their qualification as a local bank with best service. In the end of my speech, I remember what Wallman said. The ones who look ahead and have some concept about what they are looking to do with their money, the ones who put a plan into motion and establish some good habits, those people are golden. Start to manage your money wisely and dare to achieve your financial goals. Along with Bank NTT, we can do it. And along with Bank NTT, we can create a life of well-being. That's all. Thank you for your kind attention.
Okay, thank you very much, Ibu Philomena. Hello?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, okay. Are you working at the bank right now?
Excuse me, sir?
Are you working in a bank right now?
No, sir.
Okay, because your knowledge about the banking system is very, very deep. Okay, you talk about setting financial goals, okay?
Yes, sir.
And especially setting financial goals with Bank NTT. So when you decide to trust your financial goals with Bank NTT, what kind of services would you expect to get from Bank NTT?
Excuse me, sir, can you repeat the question once again?
Okay, for example, you have already decided that you want to set your financial goal with Bank NTT. It means that you have to know the kinds of services that Bank NTT has. Now my question is, what do you know the services that Bank NTT has to help you in setting your financial goal in the future?
Okay, thank you for the questions. I think Bank NTT is very good bank with the best service. For example, they have service. If I want to achieve my financial goals by saving, they have saving products such as Simpeda, Kolbamora, Tabunganku, Simpel, and Pesiar. And if I want to achieve my financial goals through investing, the Bank NTT have microcredits that can help me to improve my economic problem.
Okay, that is for saving and investment. Okay, how about, for example, if you need money to, for example, to develop your business, can you get that kind of service from Bank NTT?
When I want to, when I need money to to do an investing. The service of Bank NTT that I can choose is make a loan.
Okay. So you can save your money in Bank NTT and you can borrow money from Bank NTT to develop your business. Okay. The next thing is that you mentioned 4 qualities for a bank to be the so-called best service bank. Okay. The first one was hospitality, responsiveness, empathy, and providing adequate facilities. Now, in your observation, does Bank NTT have all this quality now?
Yes, based on my observation, as long as I visit the Bank NTT, they have those qualifications, sir. Okay,
can you elaborate, maybe take 1 or 2 qualities like responsiveness or empathy?
I give an example of hospitality service qualifications.
Yeah.
When I visit Bank NTT, they always serve us, or they always welcome us with a smile and friendly attitude, sir. And for responsiveness, for providing adequate facilities, when I visit Bank NTT, they always give a satisfaction financial activities such as deposit, withdrawal, ATM, and other support transaction facilities to meet my needs, sir.
Okay. For example, you want to make a physical, or you want to make a direct transaction with a teller in Bank NTT. How do you feel? How do you feel about their service?
Their service is very good, sir. It's very better for me, sir.
Okay.
For my
How long have you to wait in the queue?
Excuse me, sir?
How long have you to wait in line before you get the service?
If there are many customers there, I will wait for my turn. It take a time about 5 times.
5 minutes or
5 minutes? Sorry, 5 minutes. Sorry,
okay,
sir.
5 minutes.
I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you, Ibu Filomena. Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pak Alexius and Filomena. And we move to number 7, Antonius Kapitan. Time is yours. Number 7, Antonius Kapitan. Time is yours.
Good afternoon, the honorable judges, dear all participants of this English speech competition, and all sympathizers. Thank you for the chance given to me. I am Antonius Kapitan. In this opportunity, I will deliver my speech about BEP Mobile as one of Bank NTT's best financial digital products for local services. Ladies and gentlemen, firstly, let us praise and thank God for our blessings with God. Ladies and gentlemen, Bank NTT has a strong commitment to digital services. Even though the pandemic has shaken the world so much and many policies were changed, bank entity still doesn't change its policies and commitment to develop digital services. Bank entity actually sees the pandemic and all its policies as an opportunity to present the best digital services for the people of entity, especially for its customers. It was confirmed by Mr. Harry Alexander Ryukaho, the President Director of Bank Entity, as written in trustnews.id. In this COVID-19 pandemic situation, Bank Entity continues providing best service for all stakeholders and entity community. Bank Entity is able to maintain service for customers, adjust services and operations well, adapt quickly from conventional services to switching to digitalization services. Bank Entity services through digital approach are in line with the times where everything is digital and the Internet of Things, IoT. It is true that the technological development in this digital disruption era do not only provide opportunities, but also challenges for the banking industry in developing their digital financial services. As stated by the chairman of the Basel Committee in Banking Supervision, Mr. Hernandez de Cos. Therefore, a strong commitment from the banking sector is needed in developing quality for financial services. Ladies and gentlemen, bank entities' commitment to provide the best digital services is not limited to this course. The presence of the web mobile application is a tangible manifestation of bank entities' commitment to implement digital-based services. What is web mobile? Web mobile is a banking service owned by bank entity that can be accessed directly by customers via mobile phone by sending banking orders using internet data packet media. This application has several advantages. Among others, the customers can check the latest balances in saving accounts, deposits, and checking their loan accounts both by using web mobile. The customers can transfer between entity bank accounts, including credit accounts of bank entity, as well as ATM bersama and account and virtual account services. They can pay telephone bills, TV subscriptions. They can purchase Telkomsel regular credits and Excel vouchers, and the customers can make cash withdrawals at ATM without using a card. For me, the first advantages of the web mobile application confirm bank entities' commitment to digitalization in the financial sector with a truly amazing spirit. One application, many transactions. Ladies and gentlemen, based on bank entities data in 2021, web mobile application has been used by more than 70,000 users. The use of the application has also increased the number of the electronic financial transactions of the entity provincial level in 2021, which was at a nominal value of 340.46 billion, or grow by 531.56% year-on-year, as reported by Bank Indonesia for the entity region. For me, this data is not only seen as significant evidence of the use of the web mobile application, but it is a new oil, will make the banking industry more powerful to developing digital-based financial services, as stated by the mathematician and data from United Kingdom, but finds and the science data from businessman from the United Kingdom, Mr. Clive Hamby. Based on Hamby's view, I would like to say that the data released by Bank Indonesia will be seen actually by bank entity as a special energy to continue its innovation in digital-based financial services. Ladies and gentlemen, by the advantages of the web mobile application and the data I mentioned earlier, I can say that the bank entity's digital product can make sure community can access their finance and make financial transactions easily during this pandemic. This is one form of authentic proof of the spirit of bank entity during the pandemic. Bank entity break the limits. Pandemic cannot stop us. Ladies and gentlemen, bank entity has made local services easier in accessing their finances. You and I, as digital era associates, should not be doubtful to become bank entity customers. Come on, join bank entity immediately and enjoy all its digital services wherever and whenever you are. Remember this, with bank entity, let your creativity work for you, and don't forget the spirit.
Hello,
Serving
Antonius.
bank entity is, yes.
Hello, Antonius, your time is up.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Okay,
Thank you very
judges. Okay, hello, judges. Hello,
Hello,
Kak
Ibu.
Reni, Kak Tracy.
I think we lost connection with Ibu Tracy. Okay,
Bu Reni, can you take over?
I'll take over the session. Okay. Hello, Pak Antonius.
Hello.
How
Hello,
are you?
judges. I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay, and I like your outfit a lot. That's really amazing.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Pak Antonius and Ibu Tracy is back. Ibu Tracy, would you like to ask question or do you want me to continue?
Okay, I'm so sorry. My internet is not stable, is unstable. I'm so sorry. Can I continue my question? I'm sorry, Bu Reni.
Go ahead. That's all right. Yeah.
Okay. Hello, good afternoon, Mr. Antonius Kapitan.
Good afternoon, Miss Tracy.
Hi, how are you?
I am fine, thank you.
You know the two things that I liked from you. First, you deliver your speech proudly. We need that confidence. And the second, I love your shirt.
Thank you very much.
Is that the original woven from your place? I mean, from Atambua, from Belu?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
It is the traditional custom.
Oh, that's good. I love it. Okay, Mr. Antonius Kapitan. In your speech, you're talking about Depo mobile application, right?
Yes.
Okay. Are you using Depo mobile right now? I mean, yeah, right now in your daily life.
Thank you very much for your questions. Before this, I haven't used it yet because my village is far from the city, so it's very difficult for me to use the web mobile application. But I think when I read the informations in internet about the mobile application, I realized that now times for me, and for other people of NTT province to use the web mobile application from bank entity, because it's very joyful everyone when they transact when they do a financial transaction.
So you means that you now you stay in the rural area?
Yes, yes, miss.
Okay. Okay. Is there any office bank entity in your area? I mean, the units or the branch or the office? near your place?
We don't have the bank entity unit, but for from the until now, I can go to the branch office in Atambua, and then I can saving my money there, and then do another transactions like transfer money. Yes.
Oh yeah. So you're using any facilities of bank entity, such as ATM, perhaps?
Yes. In Atambua, yes, in Atambua City, I found the ATM, and then I can make a transfer and take out the money. Yes.
Sorry, Pak Antonius. I think Ibu Tracy just lost her connection again.
Yes,
just
I
stay,
think
just stay on the Zoom. Just stay on Zoom. I think she'll be back.
yes. This is Randy. I have one pantun, but I want to close my speech with one pantun, but I wait for.
Okay. Okay, you can do your pantun in here, but is it in English or in Indonesia?
Actually, in Indonesia, because, well, I will be tell it for you in Indonesia.
Maybe just not for now for question and answer. But what's the reason? Is it for Bank NTT?
Yes, it's for Bank NTT.
Okay, right. Okay? Ibu Tracy is back. Okay.
Oh, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Bureni. I'm so sorry, my connection is unstable. But Mr. Antonius, so you have any maybe idea or suggestion to Bank NTT to improve the services? I mean, in your place, perhaps?
I have some suggestions. First, I hope Bank NTT improve and develop the IT for increase, for make sure the digitalization financial services. Yes. Maybe Bank entity can continue the relation with another institutions like Telkomsel to make sure about the internet connections. Yes. And then.
Oh yeah, right.
And another, I hope that the officers of bank entity can improve the features in Bepung mobile application, so every features there will be okay and can access easily of every people, especially of its customers of bank entity.
Oh, that's a good one. I mean, that's a big idea for the big problem.
And the third one, and the second, and the point, the another point is, I hope that bank entity can make an education about the mobile application for the society, for the people in every region, in every islands. As we know that NTT province is islands province, so I hope that bank entity can make a teamwork with another institution to socialize or educate the society about Bepung mobile application as one of bank entity's best financial digital products for local services.
Wow. Yeah, it's a good one. I mean, we will put all the information from you, Mr. Antonius, and then I will give all of the idea to our leader, okay, to improve all of our services. I mean, especially in the rural area, okay?
Thank you.
Once again, thank you very much, Mr. Antonius Kapitan.
Allow me to
Yeah, what
give
an honor to talk
one
to you.
pantun about Bank NTT. Only one pantun in 5
Oh yeah,
seconds.
please.
Tebar pesona bunga alamanda, pesona mawar saja memikat hati. Tebar pesona aneka bank di bumi floba rata. Bank NTT saja pujaan hati. Thank you very much.
Okay, you got my point. Thank you very
Thank you
much,
very much.
Mr. Antonius Capitan.
See
Yes,
you.
thank you.
Thank you, Kak Tracy and Antonius. Thank you so much, Antonius, for the amazing pantun, yeah, for closing. Okay, we move to number 8. Rambu koni zamba hamu eti kapita. Time is yours. Number 8. Rambu koni zamba hamu eti kapita. Time is yours.
Thank you very much. Can you hear my voice?
Hello, Rambu?
Hello? Can you hear my voice?
Yes, yes, I can hear your voice.
Okay, thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. Shalom, Salve, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Rahayu, best wishes and healthy greetings to all of us. Respectable Board of Commissioners and Directors of Bank NTT, the Honorable Head of Bank NTT Waingapu Branch, the jury and the competition committee ramai sekali, also the entire audience that I'm proud of. First of all, let's thank God for His grace that we all can gather in this ceremony to compete in good health and fair environment. Secondly, I would like to say thank you for the opportunity that given to me to speak in front of you all. Dear ladies and gentlemen, my name is Rambu Kapita, a representative from Bank NTT Waingapu Branch. In front of you all, I would like to deliver my speech titled Optimizing Bank NTT Digital Services as a Solution to Increase Economic Activity During the Pandemic. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know that the world is experiencing difficulties after the COVID pandemic that has hit since the end of 2019, where in early 2020, COVID was declared to have entered Indonesia and spread very quickly, causing a very high death rate. As an effort to prevent the spread of the virus, the government has taken various preventive measures, one of which is social distancing. With this social distancing, everything must be done by keeping a safe distance from one another to reduce the virus spreading. Activity restrictions are also carried out to prevent crowds, and this has an impact on various aspects of life, from education aspect to the economic aspect, due to the low purchasing power of the community, so that several companies are forced to lay off a number of employees, and businesses have to go out of business. It is no exaggeration to say that the economic sector was the worst hit. In Indonesia, especially in NTT, it is also inseparable from the impact of COVID on the economic sector. The market, as a center for the exchange of goods for the community, was closed because it is a gathering place for many people, so that transmission is effortless to occur. Even at that time, paper money was also considered a means of transmitting virus. As a result of the decline in the economic sector, the banking sector experienced an impact, ranging from a decrease in the number of public visits to the bank, a drastic decline in cash transactions, a high number of bad loans, and a decrease in bank income. We are also facing the era of Revolution 4.0, which began with economic globalization, where we are required to be able to keep up with changes and technological advances that are so fast. Seeing this opportunity, Bank NTT, as the trusted bank of the people of NTT, tries to take on the role of serving the financial community of NTT with effort to enrich people knowledge so that they switch to digital transactions. Socialization is intensified to increase awareness of technological developments that currently have permeated every line of society. Several attempts by bank entities to attract public interest to switch to digital transactions that are easier and cashless are by optimizing e-banking features, both for internet banking and mobile banking, such as the change from NTT Pay to Bepom Mobile and the use of Quick Response Indonesian Standard or CRIS. Responding to the unavailability of online account opening service, Bank NTT took action to pick up the ball by targeting ordinary people in markets, office, schools, and places of community activity, then opening account on the spot. In addition, Bank NTT also cooperates in government programs that require opening account for distribution of assistance by proactively serving account opening at people residence so that people do not need to carry out activity in the bank building. With the use of digital services such as mobile banking and CRIS in community business, from large scale to home-based business, it is hoped that it will simplify the buying and selling process because the transaction process can be done without cash, so sellers don't have to bother preparing change, and buyers don't have to bother looking for ATMs to take cash. This also indirectly prevents the spread of the COVID-19 virus. In addition, it can also prevent the circulation of counterfeit money, reduce the risk of losing cash, automatically recorded transaction, and reduce cash management costs. For this reason, it is hoped that bank entity can continue to improve its digital services, adding features to e-banking, simplifying the account opening process by making account opening online as well, so that credit application can be made online, and expanding collaboration with e-commerce such as online shopping, pawn shop, and ticket purchases to make it easier for the public using bank entity in non-cash transactions. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all my speech. I do hope that my speech will be useful in our life. Thank you for the attention. Shalom, Salve, Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Shanti 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 Om. Namo Buddhaya, Rahayu, greeting of virtue and healthy greeting to all of us.
Okay. Hello, Rambu.
Hello, Kak Penny.
Thank you for calling me Kak. I feel like I'm just 17 years old. Thank you. Rambu, I hope you're doing well in Waingapu at the moment.
Yes, I am.
Okay, Rambu, I'm going to ask you a question about your last suggestion regarding adding features to the digital application. What do you mean by adding features, and if there are, then what kind of features that need to be added?
Okay, by adding features, I mean improve the feature that already in Bepom Mobile, like online shop. Right now, we can do the online shop by transfer for other banks, and it is cost fees 6,500 rupiah. But if Bank NTT if Bank NTT if Bank NTT can collaborate with some e-commerce, it can reduce the fee for transfer, because we just transfer from bank entity to bank entity.
How about the vendor just use the bank entity account? Then you can do like a free transaction.
Yes, yes.
And the buyer also use bank entity. Then you don't need to add any feature, right?
Yes. For the shop, like the shop in Waingapu, we can use Kris, but the online shopping that I mean here in my speech is like Shopee or Tokopedia, and yes, also the ticket purchase like Traveloka. I hope Bank NTT can collaborate with them, so we can just using Bank NTT to do the activity.
Okay, so you talk about first you want to add features, but the second one you talk about you also want to simplify features. So which one you want to get rid or do you want to simplify?
Okay, simplifying the features is what I mean by simplifying is to open the account process online. Right now, we must go to the bank to open the account. Not yet. We can do the opening account online yet. So that's what I suggest to simplifying the account opening process. And also, I hope that someday we can do the credit like loan by online, so we don't have to go to the bank office.
Okay, so that's not really simplifying features, that's just simplifying the process, right?
Okay.
The features might be there still, but the process, but to be remember, if you don't have to go to the office, then how can you, what is your best suggestion so people can still open their account online? What is the process?
How about we take picture with our ID card and do the video call to make sure that this person is real, and also we can contact their office to make sure there are good people to take a loan and opening the account.
Okay, thank you very much, Rambu, for the suggestion. Maybe Ibu Tracy will think about that. Thanks a lot. Nice to meet you.
Thank you, Kak Reni and Rambu. And we move to number 9, Francisca Ruciani Kirelivu. Time is yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, time is a very crucial element that plays a significant role in our lives. It helps us arrange our activities well. It also helps us gain experience, skill, and success. Time is one of the most valuable resources because once it has passed, we cannot get it back. As a Latin proverb says, tempora mutantur et nos mutamur in illis. In English, we can translate this proverb into times change and we all change in it. This proverb reminds me and probably all of us that we must be wise in spending our time. Time is passing by so quickly, and we definitely do not want to be left behind and unable to compete with other people. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Francisca Ruciani Kireliu, and I am one of the representatives of Bank NTT branch office of Larantuka. Thank you for the chance given to me. It has been a very great pleasure for me to join this competition and deliver my ideas and thoughts to you all. On this very special occasion today, I would like to talk about digitalization of Bank NTT and its impact to people in Wulangitang subdistrict. Ladies and gentlemen, life is about competition. Life is not always about happiness or sadness. Life is not about living a simple life. Ladies and gentlemen, life is about how you put the best of you in updating and upgrading your quality in order to be able to keep up with the changing world. This is very important, ladies and gentlemen. Why? It is because this rapid changing of time will give tremendous effects to every single thing on this earth, including us as human beings. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the Bank of NTT. Since its first founding in 17th of July 1962, the Bank of NTT has been showing the great performance as a banking institution. For 60 years, the Bank of NTT has been providing its customers with financial assistance, which I personally believe has been very helpful. Furthermore, in order to be able to keep up with the changing world and the increasing demand of the society, the Bank of NTT has to maintain and enhance its credibility as a trustworthy banking institution. In addition, in the relation to the revolution of Industry 4.0, the term digitalization is not a new thing. The Bank of NTT has been introducing their digital products since 2019 to meet the customer's need of a fast, safe, and easy online banking transactions. The customers want their financial affairs be taken care of professionally and seriously. Ladies and gentlemen, as a background information about myself, I have been a customer of Bank NTT since 2010. So for almost 12 years, the Bank of NTT has been assisting me in taking care of my financial affairs, in meeting my financial needs of loan. I was then introduced to one of the digital products of Bank NTT called NTT Pay about 2 or 3 years ago. After, I felt it was quite tiring to go back and forth to the only bank entity in my sub-district, Ulangitang, even though it only takes me maybe less than 15 minutes to go there. Ladies and gentlemen, I do gain tremendous help from Bank entity, from the digital products, but something does concern me. What about people who live in remote places like Ojandatun village or Panteoa village? These two villages are included in Wulangitang sub-district. People who live in those two villages share the same problems. First, the internet networking, and the second, the lack of public transportation. So far, there is no tower has been built there to make them easier to access the banking transactions. What they're facing right now is whenever they want to do banking transactions, they have to go to the only entity in Wulangitang sub-district, which lies about 10 to 11 kilometers away. In addition, the lack of public transportation is quite a big deal because people in those two villages only count on ojek, minibuses, and trucks. And what makes worse is that the infrastructure to that villagers are quite poor. Ladies and gentlemen, by looking closely at the number of banking transactions in the last 2 years, people in those two villages have high enthusiasm and interest. However, the lack of the internet networking and also the public transportation hinder them in utilizing the bank services. The questions are, what should bank entity do to help them? What role should bank entity play in order to assist them? In my opinion, the most important thing that bank entity can do is by finding effective ways that enable all people, even remote villages like Ojandatun and Panteoa, to enjoy the products served by the Bank of Entity. A good cooperation between related parties like Cominfo, for example, seems to be the most appropriate way to reach the goal, which is to serve all people in Wulangitang sub-district with no exception. Ladies and gentlemen, in the end of my speech, I would like to say that there's a big hope and a huge expectation that the Bank of Entity continues to perform best services, which eventually enhance its claim as a trustworthy and credible banking institution in Nusa Tenggara Timur Province and also in Wulangitang sub-district particularly. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Ibu Francisca, for the very interesting speech.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, you mentioned that you have been a customer of Bank NTT since 2010, okay?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, and then you have also used the digital banking services of Bank NTT since 2019 or before?
I kind of forget, but maybe in 2019 to 2020.
Okay, can you tell us which digital banking service that you are using?
Actually, I'm not using any digital products right now, but about 2 or 3 years ago, I used NTT Pay.
NTT Pay, okay.
Yes.
Okay, do you have any reasons why you don't want to use it anymore?
Okay, there is no. I mean, I usually have this NTT Pay in my mobile phone, but a couple of months ago, I have problems with my handphone. It was broken, and also because I didn't pay any attention to my broken mobile, and I didn't even my credits, it makes my mobile phone, the number of my phone is deactivated. So after that, when I buy a new handphone, they do not longer want to install the NTT Pay in my mobile phone, but instead of Bepung Mobile. But at that time, since I was too busy, I didn't have the time to install Bepung Mobile.
Okay, maybe the next thing, which was also very interesting, is you are actually raising the voice from sub-district, okay?
Yes.
Yeah, and also you raised the concern of the people in 2 villages.
Yes.
Maybe Bank NTT needs to hear more about how the digital financial banking services owned by NTT are being implemented in Bulangitan. Are there many customers using it, or are there any problems faced by the customers when they are using it or not?
Okay, as far as I know, there are many customers of Bank NTT in Ulangitang Sub-District. And for your information, Ulangitang Sub-District is the last village in East Flores Regency, which has the border with Baumere, with Sika Regency. So we have 11 villages here, including Ojandetun and Pantai Oa, and I'm lucky enough to live in the capital of Ulangitang Sub-District. The customers, when I go to the Bank of NTT, they are quite a lot. But if you want to know about the people in Ojandetun or in Pantai Oa, as far as I know, because I don't have the exact data I did ask the workers in Bank NTT, but maybe they forgot to tell me about the information. So I just Google it and also interviewed one of my relatives who lives in Ojandetun, and she told me that there are only few of Bank NTT customers in Ojandetun village, which I think quite interesting, because for myself, I believe that Bank NTT is the most appropriate bank for people in NTT, for people in Ulangitang District, because they provide us with great services. I'm talking from my experience by being the customer for 12 years, sir.
Okay. You are talking about the general service provided by NTT, but what we really want to hear is the internet banking system that's being used. Are the people there really use the internet banking system like Bepung Mobile or other digital-based services?
Okay. As I told you before, that I'm lucky to live in Ulangitang Sub-District in Boru, actually, the village named Boru, the capital of Ulangitang Sub-District. Here in Boru, we have great internet connection, so there is no problem at all with us here. But as I said in my speech, that there are problems with people in Ojandetun and in the Pantai Oa. I really hope that Bank NTT will do something that people in Ojandetun and Pantai Oa.
Sorry, Ibu Siska, because our time is running out.
Okay.
Maybe, just maybe, okay? Those people in Pantai Oa and what is that name of village?
Ojandetun
do not need internet banking service.
They do really need that. They do really need it. Definitely, they do really need that.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ibu Siska.
Thank you very much,
nice
sir.
Talking to you. Say hi to all the people in Boru.
Okay.
It's in Hokeng, right?
Yes, it's in Hokeng.
Okay.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pak Alexius and Francisca. And judges, before we move to the next participant, we will take 5-minute breaks. So enjoy your break time, and we will be right back.
Selamat datang di Smart Branch Bank NTT. Bank NTT mempersembahkan kepada seluruh nasabah dan masyarakat NTT cara terbaru di dunia perbankan yang memberikan pengalaman terbaru bagi Anda dalam bertransaksi. Smart Teller System adalah layanan yang melayani pembukaan rekening baru sekaligus kartu ATM dengan hanya melakukan verifikasi pada nomor induk kependudukan nasabah. Nasabah secara mandiri dapat melakukan transaksi layanan perbankan dengan Smart Branch System. Layanan Kioski memberikan inisiasi dan simulasi pinjaman nasabah pada Smart Branch secara real-time. Cash Recycle Machine merupakan layanan yang dapat memfasilitasi nasabah untuk bisa melakukan setor tunai, tarik tunai, pembayaran, pembelian, dan transfer. Kenyamanan dan kemudahan nasabah dalam mengakses jasa layanan perbankan menjadi hal yang utama bagi Bank NTT dalam melayani nasabah dan seluruh masyarakat NTT. Smart Branch Bank NTT merupakan sebuah komitmen Bank NTT menjadi super smart bank untuk NTT maju. Bertransaksi di Bank NTT adalah partisipasi nyata membangun NTT. Bank NTT melayani lebih sungguh.
Mengerti dan berkarya untuk berusaha bangunan melayani lebih sungguh. Dedikasi yang tinggi, hadirkan inovasi bagi tiap generasi. Bank NTT membangun masa depan.
Kelompok penggerak ekonomi rakyat, gali potensi daerah, dikembangkan produktif, intermediasi bank optimal maksimal, meningkatkan BAD, loba murah sejahtera.
Kami bertumbuh dengan sehat, kami Bank NTT, kami kuat dan terpercaya. Kami bank yang cerdas dan kreatif, untuk NTT maju, bersama bangun NTT, kita bangkit bersama.
Hey Mama Mia, sungguh cantik dan menawan, bikin sapu hati nyaman. Oh, saya salah tingkah, lihat kamu gaya-gaya, sungguh bisa tergoda. Oh,
Kine verrà una lenguetta, come lo che papua na mende. Kine verrà e pagara, aku mi apini na nege. Kau tetap di sini.
Hey Mama Mia, sungguh cantik dan menawan, bikin sapu hati nyaman. Oh, saya salah tingkah, lihat kamu gaya-gaya, sungguh mati saat tergoda. Oh,
Kine verrà una lenguetta, come lo che papua na mende. Kine verrà e pagara, aku mi apini na nege.
rakyat, gali potensi daerah, dikembangkan produktif, intermediasi bank optimal maksimal, balik ke BAD, loba murah sejahtera.
Kami bertumbuh dengan sehat, kami Bank NTT. Kami kuat dan terpercaya. Kami bank yang cerdas dan kreatif. NTT padu bersama Bank NTT. Kita bangkit bersama.
Maju dalam visi misi, mengedukasi, kenalkan inovasi. Kami hadir melayani lebih sungguh. Mari bersama kita wujudkan mimpi.
Selalu dekat, selalu ada. Berikan kemudahan, penghimpun dan penyalur. Kredit di masyarakat, gerakan ekonomi. Hentaskan kemiskinan. Bank NTT tetap maju, tetap jaya.
Sokobor penggerak ekonomi rakyat, gali potensi daerah, dikembangkan produktif, intermediasi bank optimal maksimal, balik ke BAD, loba murah sejahtera.
Kami bertumbuh dengan sehat, kami Bank NTT. Kami kuat dan terpercaya. Kami bank yang cerdas dan kreatif. NTT padu bersama Bank NTT. Kita bangkit bersama.
Welcome back to English Speech Competition program Ramai Sekali Bank NTT 2022. Okay, let's continue to number 10. Number 10, Yuliner De Joyce Yustiani. Time is yours.
Thank you so much. Am I audible?
Yes.
All right, so now I will start my speech. One hot and sunny afternoon, a friend of mine, Jenny, queuing at the ATM with a very long queue. Jenny always finds it difficult when she wants to take the money from her parents because the distance between the ATM and the dorm is quite far. Jenny doesn't have a private vehicle and always spends quite a long time going to the ATM and waiting in line. There is also Jenny's friend named Icha. Icha is actually running an online business. Icha often gets complaints from the customers because of the slowness of business transactions. The bank used by Jenny and Icha doesn't have some good features to help them make the transaction quickly, safely, and comfortably. So what can we do to help Jenny and Icha? Well, mentally, people no longer like complicated things. People want everything to be done easily, quickly, and efficiently. The story of Jenny and Icha may sound ordinary for all of us, but it often happens in our daily life. PT Bank Pembangunan Daerah NTT or Bank NT is the solution because it has presented smart innovation in service to customers. Since 2019, Bank NTT has been digitizing and bringing easy access to financial institutions for all levels of society. To optimize its service to customers, Bank NTT has launched a banking service application through the M-Banking service feature, Bepung Mobile. Various service features are embedded so that every customer can pay sums of bills, land and building tax, BPJS, even school fees, and many more without having to go through the bank officer. With the online onboarding features, for example, opening and saving account at Bank NTT becomes easier and faster. You don't have to wait in line anymore. Or let's say you want to have new vehicles without a down payment and a very small loan interest. Application for multi-purpose credit and independent credit can also be done through Bepinjam feature. This feature will make people easier to borrow the money. President Director of Bank NTT, Hari Alexander Ryukaho, in a speech once said, on the first day of its launch since May 2022, a motor vehicles loan transaction without a down payment have reached more than 2 billion rupiah. Wow, such a great achievement for Bank NTT. And not only that, in this Bepung mobile application, there is also cardless cash withdrawal feature. This is to avoid fraud in the use of ATM cards. Most recently, Bank NTT has launched the BI Fast feature in this application. The BI Fast feature is actually really cheap, for it is set at only 19 rupiah per transaction. And this value is proven to be cheaper than the tariff, which is set at a maximum 2,900 rupiah per transactions. Besides, BI5's feature also allows the customers to make the online transfer only through the recipient mobile number or email address. And not only that, the speed of the payment settlement, which is per transaction. So this is really fast, cheap, and easy for all the customers. Well, all of Bank NTT's digital services have so far been proven to be well received by the public, seen by the number of mobile banking users, Bepung Mobile, as many as 70,000 users. And this data was presented directly by the President Director of Bank NTT, Hari Alexandariu Taho, in Kata Magazine on April 2022. From those points, it can be seen that Bank NTT's policy of improving the payment system to the Bepung Mobile application is very, very positive, especially in overcoming the problem experienced by Jenny and Icha, as I shared at the beginning of my speech earlier. So, what are you waiting for? Do you want to have a transactions that is fast, easy, and convenient? Everything is at your fingertips. Let's download Bepung Mobile application only in Bank NTT. Bepung Mobile, one application, many transactions. Thank you.
All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Yuliner, the Joyce Yestiani.
Yes.
So, my call you Yuli?
My nickname is Joy. You can call me Joy.
Joy.
Yeah.
What a lovely name.
Thank you so much.
And what a lovely lady as well.
This is very kind of
Okay.
you.
Joy. Thank you. Joy, you mentioned about Bepung Mobile.
Yeah.
Are you using Bepung Mobile right now?
Yes, definitely.
Definitely. So, from those future features, which of those who make you easier to get transaction?
Actually, because I'm a girl, I love shopping. So I often use BI Fast feature to make the transfer to the online shopping that I have. So when I buy something from the online shopping, I always use the BI Fast, and it's really helped me because the BI Fast price scheme is really cheap. It's only 19 rupiah per transaction. And even to the other bank, it's cheaper than the SKNBI tariff, which is just only 2,500 rupiah, even for the other bank. So, and the other feature of Bepung Mobile application that I really like to use is the quiz. So every time I go to the cafe for work, like working in a cafe restaurant, most of the cafe here in Sumba, they already use the quiz code for us to make us easier to make the payment for the food. So what I have to do with the Chris application, I just open my Bepung Mobile application, I just scan the code, and then I just find I just want to make sure, I just have to make sure that it's the correct PIN, the correct number, and the correct merchant, and then I can just type the nominal number that I pay for the food. And yeah, that's it. I don't have to wait in a line anymore, and yeah, I don't have to wait for the change, because I want everything to be done easier and faster.
Yeah,
so those are
it's
my
good
favorite
to hear that.
Those
Good,
are my
good,
favorite
good.
features.
It's good to hear. Yeah, I heard you. Okay, it's good to hear that Bepung Mobile make it easier to life. So as long as you're using the Bepung Mobile, is there any, any problem or any suggestion from you to improve that application?
So far, I have never experienced a bad thing by using the Bepung Mobile application. Probably it's because of the internet connection and stuff, but it's not because of the application. But if I'm allowed to give a suggestion for Bank NTT. When I first use this application, I still have to go to the bank to make sure that this application can be activated to my phone. And I think, as I said previously in the beginning of my speech, I want everything to be clear, to be fast, because we live in a digital era. It could be better if if the customers can activate this Bepung mobile application by themselves. Maybe my suggestion, Bank NTT can provide like the website for us, so we can enter the code there. We get the code from there, and then we can activate the Bepung mobile application by ourselves, like that. So we don't have to go to the bank anymore. But so far, there's no problem.
Okay. Cool. That's a good idea for us. Okay. Joy. So, are you familiar with the other digital services by Bank NTT besides the Bepung Mobile and QRIS?
I've ever heard about Dia Bisa, and I heard it's really useful for people who wants to get the like internet voucher and something like that. So I have never used that one, but I think if I use that one, it will be easier for me to pay for my internet credit as well.
Yeah, you know what, Joy, Dia Bisa is an agent. Is the agent of Bank NTT. So maybe you can be the one of the agent of Bank NTT itself.
Oh yeah, sure. I would love to.
Yeah, you can try it, and you can go to the office, and then you just ask, I want to be the agent of Bank NTT. I believe they will make it clear for you. Okay?
Yeah, surely.
It's already approved from me.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Ibu.
Thank you very much. Nice to talk with you.
Nice to talk to you,
Joy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kak Tracy and Yuliner. And we move to number 11. Franciscus Saverius Herusandi. Time is yours. Number 11, Franciscus Saverius Herusandi. Time is yours.
Good afternoon, honorable adjudicators, fellow participants, and all the audience. Let us thank God for the blessing and grace that are granted upon us. My name is Sandy. Today's life is undoubtedly inseparable from technology. Every aspect of our life has been influenced by technology, especially our financial life, where we seem unable to do it without the assistance of technology. Therefore, allow me to share you my experience about how technology helped me to ease my day-to-day financial transaction. I'd like to start my speech by telling you an unpleasant experience I had 2 years ago. While working on translating a document from a client, I ran out of internet quota. It was around 11:25 at night, and I could not go out to buy internet quota as it was pouring heavily outside. Fortunately, my cousins then came to rescue by sending me 100,000 phone credit while we were sitting in the dining room, and he did it just by purchasing the credit using a mobile banking app. The adjudicators and all the audience, living in this days is inseparable from technology. People might have different response to the introduction of technology into their lives. Some might welcome it with widely open arms. Others might be a bit cautious, but the rest might refuse it. I belong to the second group who still accept technology in my life, but still having a huge concern, especially when the technology helps me to deal with my financial life. When I was living abroad for 2 years, I continued to living in a doubt of online banking products, such as payment by card or purchasing things using a debit card. For me, online banking system is too risky to be carried out daily, as I consistently thought that my data could be stolen and therefore I could lose my money. Then I kept fostering this thought when I moved back to Kupang. I kept doing my daily routine in cash. I bought phone credit, electricity quota, and paying my health insurance in cash. It is not just too much physical contact, but also very ineffective in terms of spending my time. The adjudicators and all the audience, when I started working as a teacher at SMP N8 Kupang, my friend suggested me to install Bepom mobile app. Installing that kind of app is really not my cup of tea. But after looking at how my friend's life changed after using this app, my robust principle about not carrying out financial transaction online started to shaking. I tried to install the app, and guess what? My life became easier. And I will share you some essential benefits of digital banking services provided by Bank NTT from this very simple yet very useful application. Firstly, banking services is open 24/7 around the year. Digital banking services has gone beyond our imagination of financial transaction. Just by a touch of a button, we could carry out financial transaction from our work. This digital product allows us to be more productive and spend time efficiently. Secondly, as the services is always open, it's really convenient for a customer to send money or buying things online. People commonly do financial transaction with the concern of not spending too much money. Using online banking services from their phone, people could check their account balance at any time they want. The next benefits is faster and better services, as online financial transaction could be carried out at any time, at any place. Paying bills or buying phone credit can be done in seconds. Make your life much better and efficient. Lastly, digital bank product allows people to spend less. Some expenses, such as spending money for buying petrol or paying for public transport that people use while traveling to a local bank, could be avoided. And also, if more payment could be done through Bepom mobile app, such as any administration fees that should be spent by people while carrying out administration affairs in certain government institution, any unnecessary payment could be avoided, and therefore corruptive practices might be eradicated from civic duties. The educators and all the audience, I have suggestions for Bank NTT that might be useful to improve their digital bank services in the future. It might be beneficial if Bank NTT could cater people's need for topping up their digital wallet balance. As online shopping is becoming more and more prominent in day-to-day life, establishing financial relation with e-wallet companies such as ShopeePay or Dana could be a positive effort in assisting the life of Bank NTT customers' life. The educators and all the audience, Bank NTT has provided us with very excellent digital banking products. Bepom mobile apps as its online banking services has undoubtedly eased our day-to-day financial transaction. I personally thank Bank NTT for its excellent services during its 60 years of service. May God bless this institution, and may all people in East Nusa Tenggara province and more Indonesians could be benefited from this wonderful financial institution. Let's join Bank NTT for a better improvement in our profits. Thank you very much, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you. What should I call you? Francisco, Saverius, or Heru Sandy?
You can call me Sandy.
Okay, Sandy. Nice to meet you, Sandy.
Nice to meet you, Kareni.
Okay, thank you. The second person acknowledged me as a cat, so I'm very happy about that. Sandy, you said that you live abroad. You lived abroad before. You live in overseas before.
Yes.
Okay, and can you tell me any good service that you found it in overseas that maybe can be suggested to Bank NTT?
Do you mean? I'm sorry.
What I'm saying is, have you visited any bank overseas when you lived there?
Yeah. I came to know about Cordless Withdrawal when I living in Sydney for 2 years, and I can just withdraw my money from Commonwealth Bank without using my ATM card. And at that time, it was really, really surprising for me because it was the first time I used that. And also, one thing that I really enjoy about the services from that bank is that, well, here in Indonesia, we can deposit our bank notes, the paper one, easily, but it's difficult for us to deposit the coins. But in Australia, you can just take your money, all the coins, and just do the deposit just like you putting in your bank notes.
Okay. All right. Sandy, have you used any Bank NTT account before you leave or before you went overseas?
Well, I used it when I was in my undergrad studies, but it's not really that intense, just sending money from my parents. And it's just like my parents sending money, I withdraw it, I use it, and that's it. Nothing more.
Can you access your Bank NTT's account when you were in Sydney or Australia before?
Oh, I think at that time I didn't bother to access my Bank NTT account.
Of course you didn't.
Yeah,
Because you have a lot of money.
Yeah.
No, joking.
And
Yeah, keep going.
I have no money at that Bank NTT account. That's why I didn't access it.
Okay, but have you noticed any feature that restrict you from accessing when you are overseas?
Well, I never tried it before, but I think at that time it was around 2017, 2018. I think at that time first I didn't bother to access my bank entity account, and second, most of my friends, what I saw, they try to send money to their bank in Indonesia, but it's national bank, not the local bank. So I think perhaps because the bank itself is the local one, and it's difficult for us to access from overseas.
Okay, what is your suggestion so it can be accessed overseas?
Well, I think perhaps if I don't really know actually how banking system works, but I think if if Bank NTT could just leverage into the level of national bank, or at least equal to just like Bank Mandiri or BCA or other national bank, I think it will be easier for us to sending money or to access our Bank NTT account from overseas.
Okay, then that's a very good suggestion, because that means that Bank NTT will go international one day.
Definitely.
Okay.
I hope so.
Yeah. Thanks, Sandy, for the suggestion. That's my point that I've been holding so far, and you make me ask the question. Thank you. Nice to meet you, Sandy.
Nice to meet you, Kareni.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kareni and Franciscus. And we move to number 12. Yance Peter, time is yours. Number 12, Yance Peter, time is yours.
Hello.
Hello, Yance?
Yeah, it's me.
Yes, I can hear your voice. You can start your speech now. Time is yours.
Okay. Good evening. Good afternoon, all the judges here. So I would like to thank you for the time to giving me to give my speech, and I will take the subtitle is Saving Money in Bank Entity will make your life easy. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera. Shalom. Om Swastiastu. Namo Buddhaya. Salam kebajikan. And for all of you. Firstly, I would like to say thank you for God for His kindness to give me the time to me right now to make this time more to describe my speech. The theme of my speech is have two words, the two words is saving and the second word is easy. What is saving? Saving is take aside some of your money to next needed that you need for the next time. So you just put about maybe about 1% or 2% of your money to get the saving. So that is what saving. But saving in the money you can doing in all the bank institution. You can doing saving the money in school, home, or even in the office. So it depends on you. So why you must saving the money in NTT Bank? Because in NTT Bank have so many benefits, so many reasons that you have need to saving the money in NTT Bank. Like you can learn how to thrifty. Yeah, you can learn how to thrifty. You don't need to royal of your money. So some reason of people to have the saving is they have need fund for holiday funds. So I have a friend from North United States that every month he put about maybe 10% from the salary to the bank. So every year he goes to another country to see another world. I say, and I asking him, how can you do that? By saving the money. So he not rich, but he have the vacation, he have the holiday. So that is the reason people have saving the money. For me, saving the money, I'm using the money in my work. As employer government, my money of each month put on the one account. So I can use the account and my wife to check the money transfer from the office. So another reason I'm using the bank because NTT Bank right now have application. That application, it's very, very easy. We call CRIS or the mobile application Bepu Mobile. So it's very useful. I'm always using to check the money transfer. So it's very easy for me. So who can save the money? All of you, housewife, pensioner, government. So it's depend on you, depend on your background. So where you can start saving the money? You can start saving the money anytime you need. Anytime you need, like you need to have a vehicle, you need a motorbike, you can saving the money. You can take a credit. So my too close statement is right now start saving the money to make your life is easy. So you need to using NTT Bank because NTT Bank is you can build human resources, natural resources. So with saving the money in bank entity, you will make a change. You will need East Nusa Tenggara, you can build Nusa Tenggara. So it's right now, just start saving the money in NTT Bank. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Pak Peters.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, I think it was very good of you to suggest all the people of NTT to save their money or part of their money in Bank NTT.
Yeah.
And I like the closing statement of your speech saying that if you save your money in Bank NTT, it means that you are participating to build our province, our beloved province, NTT.
Yeah.
Now, I have a very maybe one short question to you. When you want to save your money in Bank NTT, what are the requirements or the conditions that I need to have to fulfill?
Just one condition. The condition you just need to have the citizen card identity. So you just, and then others is the trustman. I think that is we all need for NTT Bank. Why I'm using the NTT Bank. Thank you.
Okay, okay. I think that is right. That we have to have the Indonesian ID card, okay, to open a bank account. Can you name maybe one or two saving accounts of Bank NTT?
Right now, I have for my children is tabunganku. That is I have in Bank NTT. So right now in my what's called Flobamora, I forget, but I remember right now Flobamora book.
Okay, okay, yeah. So you have two accounts in Bank NTT for your saving.
Yeah.
Tabunganku and Flobamora.
Flobamora book.
Yeah, and then when you do your saving by yourself, or you ask your children to go to Bank NTT to deposit the money?
First time, every day I give the money to them. They put the money in the home. After the money gets very much, then with them I'm going to the bank with them and try to give a learning them to how to saving and meet the cashier. So it's
okay.
good.
Do you also use the service to withdraw your money from the bank?
Always.
Always. And do you go to the bank to withdraw your money? Or
I'm sorry?
When you want to withdraw your money from your account, do you go to the bank?
Okay, every month after, every time I need, every time I have house credits. My wife have house credit, so every month when my salary get into the book, get to the account, I will transfer to my wife account. So
okay, the transfer. Do you when you transfer your money to your wife's account? Do you do it online or you have to go to the bank?
I'm using the ATM first time, but right now I'm using the application.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much, Pak Peter. It is very nice to talk to you.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, bye-bye now.
Bye. Thank you for the time.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Pa Alexius and Yance. And we move to number 13. Arianto Wanda. Time is yours. Number 13. Arianto Wanda. Time is yours.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Salam sejahtera for all of us. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. Honorable educators, respectful committees, and all the participants of Bank NTT in the 6th competition 2020. Before beginning my speech, I'd like to thank all of the audiences, especially for the committees, for giving me the best opportunity to speak. My name is Aryan Tawanda. On this great occasion, I'd like to deliver my speech under the title, The Strategies of Bank NTT to Increase the Digital Financial Services. Ladies and gentlemen, from the title above, I'd like to deliver on what strategies are going to use and how to increase the digital financial services. To begin with, based on the regulations of the National Financial Service Authority, SCK number 12, which is in March 2018, the digital financial service is a service for the bank customers to get information, to communicate, and for the bank transactions through the electronic in order to serve customers faster, easier, and based on their needs, and also with this independent. This service appears as a response for commercial banks with the development of technology and people's lifestyles entering the digital. Ladies and gentlemen, the adoption of digital technology for banks in Indonesia is more evenly distributed. Digital no more of the national banks, but already entered in the regional banks. In digitalization effort, there are two grand strategies has been established by the bank entity. The first strategy is financing for small and medium bank business, which is based on local potentials and industry-oriented tourism. The second one is infrastructure, investing, and industrialization for leading commodities. The President Director of Bank Entity, Mr. Henry Alexander Yulkaho, on marketers goes to bank with the team digital market transformation in bank industry on Wednesday, 29th of September 2021, said that digitalization aims to ensure the customers' behaviors nowadays, not only on consumer side, but also in all sectors, from business, from government, education, and all sectors, which is very on digital technology. And the reasons why enter in digital era is because nowadays it's a collaboration era. Therefore, form of collaboration between Bank DKI from West Jakarta and Bank Entity as banking collaboration symbolized by signing the Memorandum of Understanding or MOU. Digital payment via co-branded electronic money and the digital application on Tuesday, 24th of May 2020. This MOU is signed by Technology and Operational Director of Bank DKI, Mr. Richard Sono, and the President Director of Bank Entity, Mr. Alexander Yulkaho, to encourage the expensive of non-cash transaction and improving the community's economic service in various sectors. Ladies and gentlemen, Bank Entity has presented new digital services to accelerate the service to customers in terms of financial mediation from the functions of Bank Entity. Therefore, Bank Entity has changed on digital-based service. Let's see the example. How on bank entity in giving digital-based service for work. The first banking service features on this application. Ladies and gentlemen, the second one is mobile banking service feature on this application. Customers can easily without the money, without ATM and other services. And the third one is Bepom mobile bank entity appears BI fast, faster, safe, and cheap. On this application, customers will enjoy the process internal transfers and bank interbank, which is, ladies and gentlemen, with the main strategies from the bank entity, also based application in order to increase the economic growth and find the best digital-based financial service in daily life. Therefore, we don't have to hesitate anymore, and we must believe that bank entity can bring us to the digital-based lifestyle by getting the best digital-based financial service in our community. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, let's together to support and actualize the dream of bank entity from smart bank entity to become Bank Devisa in 2020 and giving us the best financial service in this safe in bank entity period. That's all. Thank you very much for your attention. Salam. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Santi 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 Om. Namo Buddhaya. Salam kebajikan. Salam.
Yeah. Yes, thank you very much, Arianto Wanda. Hello, good afternoon, Arianto Wanda. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
So, what do you think about your speech?
Time is very fast.
Yeah, time is very fast, or your is getting slowly and faster and in the closing.
Yeah, really, I get faster to close in my space.
Yeah, it's shocking you, right? You're shocked of the time. Okay, so Arianto Wanda, I'm sure that you are the customer of Bank NTT. Am I right or am I wrong?
Really?
So, okay, you're definitely a customer. So, okay, so what kind of facilities in Bank NTT that you're using right now?
Mobile. Also,
mobile.
mobile
Can you tell us about it? About your story about the mobile? Another
Mobile
experience? Another, yeah?
very good service feature.
Yes, please.
Do the transactions like I transfer money or everyone transfer money to me. It's very helpful for my very fast and very cheap for me.
Okay, so how's Bepom mobile effect to Waikabubak area in Waikabubak area?
Yeah, now many people using the mobile banking, but for the marginal places now, we can say that maybe less of the percent without very difficult to get this. So maybe in the city, almost every people use.
So you think the facilities of Bank NTT is support Waikabubak people?
That is very support us.
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me clearly?
Pardon me, pardon me.
Okay, so before the competition, what do you know about Bank NTT so far?
Bank NTT is a very long time from 1960. Yeah. It's in the and a lot of bank entity their money and using the application of bank entity for doing the transaction, for the financial service.
Okay, how about the services? I mean non-digital services.
Digital services, mainly in the city, is very nice.
Non-digital. I'm sorry, digital.
Sorry, ma'am.
The non-digital services, how about that?
The non-digital services now still using by the local people also. It is everyone, they doesn't have the mobile phone Android, they have to go directly to the bank for doing the transaction.
Okay. Arianto Wanda, thank you very much for answering the questions. Okay. Have a good day for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kak Tracy and Arianto. And we move to number 14, Primus Johannes Kera. Time is yours.
Hello? Did my voice sound clear to you?
Yes, Primus, I can hear you. You can start your speech now and time is yours.
All right. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank God Almighty for giving us His blessing and mercies so that we can attend today's Zoom meeting in a good condition. I also want to thank the Master of Ceremony and all the judges, Miss Reni, Miss Tres, Mr. Alec, for giving me the opportunities to deliver my speech. Yeah, my name is Primus Johannes Kera, as the MC mentioned before. I am from Malacca Regency. I'm the representative of branch office, Betum branch office of Bank NTT. Well, on this occasion, I feel very excited with this ramai sekali event presented by Bank NTT. This event brings such a great contribution to support the development of interest and talents of the people in East Nusa Tenggara Timur, one of which is this English speech competition. Well, instead of talking more about my feelings, I will talk about the digitization of Bank NTT in providing the best financial access for local services. As we all know, Bank NTT has performed brilliantly in banking industry, and also Bank NTT is the only bank that specifically support the government in implementing regional development. That's why it's such a great bank. In addition to improving performance, Bank NTT continues to innovate in serving the community, one of which is digitization in various services to make it easier for us in to carry out the financial transaction. Well, Bank NTT has won so many awards or achievements, but I think the most special award is the best digital banking award 2002 in collaboration category, right? Okay, now I want to say that there are several conveniences of Bank NTT digital services in financial access that I want to convey as follows. The first is the first digital service is the ATM, or automatic teller machine, which is commonly used to withdraw cash and deposit money into our saving account, with several excellent features such as balance information, transfer between other Bank NTT account, ATM bersama, virtual account, purchase regular and internet telephone credit, change PIN, account password, receive messages and other notification, loans initiation, payments of telephone bills, subscription TV, electricity, BPJS, PDMS, PDAM, Samsat, and what else? 9 regional taxes, and even pay Kris. You can use the ATM machine. Such a very helpful machine because we don't have to queue for a long time anymore just to withdraw cash or deposit money. Yeah. Now we move to the second digital service. It is Bepung Mobile. It is a banking service that we can access directly using our mobile phone or smartphone. So it is a service in the form of application, mobile phone application. Then it has more or less the same function as the ATM machine, but the special feature is it has cardless cash withdrawals. So you can cash out the money from the ATM machine without your card. Yeah. Okay. Now we move to the third. The third is the EDC or the smart EDC, the abbreviation of electronic data capture. So it is a service for customers who want to make payment transaction using ATM card only by swiping or inserting it into the EDC slot. In addition, there is most important thing from EDC is EDC Samsat. It is very helpful machine because it is used to the EDC Samsat. It is used to pay non-vehicle taxes, pay non-cash vehicle taxes. I'm sorry, in Bank NTT Service Unit, which available at the District Office Samsat in Nusa Tenggara Timur. The next digital service is Dia Bisa. It is a digital agent of Bank NTT. So students and millennials who become Bank NTT banking users via mobile banking, they can transact using the features available in Bank NTT's mobile banking and will receive sharing fee for each transaction made. Now, and the last one is commonly, we always receive the notification from it. That is Bank NTT SMS banking. Yeah, the service is, we can access using SMS media by only dial to a specific phone number. Yeah, we can see several facilities such as account information, transfer, purchases, payment, and admin. That's a brief information about the digitization of Bank NTT in provide
Primus?
the best
Hi,
access.
Primus.
Yes?
Primus, your time is up.
All right, all right. So that's it. I think that's final. That's all of my speech. Thank you and have a nice day, everyone.
Thank you, Primus, for lovely speech.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Primus.
Yes, ma'am.
Does Betun community use the cash recycle machine often?
The cash, beg your pardon, miss?
Okay. Does Betun community or Betun people use cash recycle machine often?
Cash recycle machine. Do you mean the ATM or the
Do the
ADC?
people use it? Do the people use it often?
Yes, they also right now maybe just a few people still queue in the bank office to cash their money or just to deposit. But nowadays, mostly people go to the machine, to the slot, or to the agent in order to transfer money or just to cash out their money. So it is commonly used here.
Which one is which one is widely used?
Of course, the ATM machine, of course, because as we know that it is practice. It is such a practice machine, just the way it is. You just go by yourself. You make the payment, make the transaction. You cash out your money by yourself. All of that by yourself. So I think that's quite that's the really most effective machine for us to use in the transaction. Speaking for
Okay.
myself, I think like that.
Okay. How about the agent service?
The agent service. There are several dia at agent right here, but I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm telling you the honesty, because people here getting used to BRI just like another bank, but dia bisa or dia bisa. How do I say that? Dia bisa.
Yeah, dia bisa.
Yeah, dia bisa agent. Maybe just some people know that, but it's not really common here. So people use the other bank service. Yeah, that's what happened here. I'm telling you the truth.
So the other bank services is more popular than Bank NTT's one.
Yes, in the term of agent.
And what does the agent do?
They usually people go there just to transfer money, because not all people using ATM card.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have any suggestion for Bank NTT in terms of the agent?
Yes, when there is a problem, there comes solution. So it's only by the information. So from the first participant, they always say that it's lack of public information. So maybe Bank NTT must provide more information dissemination to the public, so they will know it better and how to use it. That must be increase the users. Yes, that's what I think.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much, Primus. Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Reni.
Thank you, Kareni and Primus.
Yes.
Okay, just to remind to the participant, you just have time for 6 minutes to deliver your speech. Please pay attention on that rule. Okay, we move to number 15. Anastasia Francisca Eka. Time is yours. Number 15, Anastasia Francisca Eka. Time is yours.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon for the judges and the host. I am Anastasia Francisca Eka from Bajawa. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon for the judge and the host. I am Anastasia Francisca Eka from Bajawa. Without further ado, let me deliver my speech. Let's morph into a digital citizen with Bank NTT. It is not the strongest or the most intelligent who will survive, but those who can best manage change. The quote from Charles Darwin, a scientist and a pioneer of evolutionary biology field, might sound a little bit out of place as an opening for a speech about financial issue, but I could not find a better quote and a more suitable one to propose an idea on how a rapid change in digital world affects all areas of our life these days, from how we interact with each other on a personal level into how we manage our daily cash flow. Time changed everything. I would love to take you back to the long-forgotten era The era so ridiculously ancient, it had been buried in your unconscious mind as a blurry image, together with your childhood memories, and probably with the voices of your elders telling you to behave well. The era before the smartphone. I remember as a teenager, I have to stand in the line with my banknote and deposit slip, try to save a little money I had, and don't even think about how the withdrawal process takes time. In a millennial language these days, it is forever, although we know the forever means less than 60 minutes on a busy day. I had to fill the withdrawal slip and made sure that the signature I drew matched the signature on the banknote, or I'd get into a trouble of re-signing it again. As time was passing by, the ATM era came. The complicated transactional process doing in the traditional way was made more efficient and less time-consuming instead of having to fill the slip. Now, the customer just need to memorize the personal identification number. And then the COVID-19 pandemic hit the world. Human interaction were limited to avoid new cases. This caused a huge change and acceleration in all areas. We rely more on the digital technology not only as a tool to survive, but also a means to move forward. Working from home became a new normal. An online meeting was not an exclusive term reserved for CEOs from the first world country, but a routine for almost all white and blue-collar workers around the globe. Along with this phenomena, Bank Indonesia released a statistic report on digital financial transaction in Indonesia by the year of 2020. The statistics showed a significant increasing on digital banking transaction, up to 62%. In 2021, the transaction increased to 45% compared to a year before. Seeing this number raised questions on my mind. The first question is how Bank NTT, as our local pride, take part in this rapid change. And the second question is how customers and local business can benefit from any digital services provided by Bank NTT. The answers lie in Bank NTT's mobile banking system called Bepung mobile app. By using this app, customers can manage their financial transaction through their mobile phone. The time-consuming process of having to leave for an ATM or dealing with paperwork is not a problem anymore. Another benefits are time efficiency and safety. The transaction could happen anytime, and the security during cashless flow is guaranteed. The mobile app also provides two features that are very valuable for local business: online shopping and QRIS. Online shopping and payment make it easier for the buyer and the seller in case of efficiency and security, as I mentioned above. This will help the local business to thrive and grow. Another feature, QRIS, also play an important role in this digital banking era. As I did my research for this page, I stumbled upon the news of a woman seller in Belu traditional market. Her name is Maria Josefina, who had been using QRIS for her daily business, and the system had been helpful for her since every cent she made is automatically saved. I was so impressed by the news and could not help but wishing more sellers in traditional market will follow her step. If people could easily swipe their credit card in modern market, why can't we make it equally fancy for those who shop in traditional market? Lastly, I wish that by realizing how the era has changed and how we should continue keeping up with our present reality, more people, especially the owner of local business and seller, are going to use and benefit from Bank NTT digital services like Maria Josefina and others. Let's morph into a good and responsible digital citizen with Bank NTT. Thank you, and I hope you can listen me really well because I'm really worried that there is technical problem. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bapak Alex, you want to take this one? Okay. Anastasia? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Hello. I hope you can hear me well during the speech.
I can hear you perfectly.
Thank you.
And I wish you can speak more. Okay, Anastasia?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have an account with Bank NTT?
Can you repeat your question?
Do you have an account with Bank NTT?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
What do you think of their services so far?
I think their services is very good, and it answers a lot of the customers needed. Like, I need to pay my electric bills. Oh, I can use the mobile app, and then I can try to make money, try to make a little money. Then I can I can enjoy the benefit of being an agent through Dia Bisa. So they have been really good so far.
But can you explain to me, you can make money by becoming an agent? Are you an agent now at the moment?
My cousin is an agent.
Okay, can you tell me it's all about?
Yeah, so if I want to pay my electric bills, I can go to her directly and just doing the transaction, and then she is the one who get the benefit of 40%. So the share is 60% for Bank NTT, and then 40% for my cousin who has been an agent for like 2 months.
Are you talking about the share from the profit?
Yeah, it's 60% for the bank, and then 40% for my cousin. So
Okay.
60 and 40.
Does she ever mention any problem regarding to the giving a service to the community by becoming an agent?
Not really. Not so far. It all goes really well.
Okay. And do you think something needs to be improved from the Dia Bisa agent? What needs to be improved by Bank NTT to help the agent?
I don't think there is any problem so far, because like my cousin is really talking about anything that is good with being an agent. So
okay.
Plain.
Okay, thank you very much. Do you have any other, or do you access any other digital services?
No, I used to have Bepung Mobile, but then I don't really use it these days because I have a technical problem with my phone. So I use.
But did you use it before?
Yes.
How long did you use it for?
It's probably a month. Yeah, a month.
What is the best about Bepung Mobile, and what is the downside of Bepung Mobile?
I don't need to. I didn't need to get out from home, so it's really helpful because then I was busy doing this and doing that, so it's very practical and very efficient. The downside of it is probably I didn't meet the officer of the bank. That's the only downside, and sometimes I really love to.
Say it again. What's the downside?
The downside of it is probably a limited human interaction with the bank officer, because sometimes you really love to talk to people, but then it's easier to do it. So it's easier to do it on a mobile phone. So there's the positive and negative, just as like another technology.
Can you find any online customer service in the Bepung Mobile?
I don't use it. I don't rely on the online customer service because I only use it for paying my phone bill.
Okay. All right. Maybe that's a good suggestion to be added if there's no real human online services. I mean, real human online customer service, not just rely on AI or artificial intelligence. Okay. Thanks so much, Anastasia. Nice to meet you.
Thank you, Kareni and Anastasia. And we move to number 16. Otwa Forest Hererohi. Time is yours. Number 16. Otwa Forest Hererohi. Time is yours.
Hi, am I audible?
We can hear you. You can start your speech now. Time is yours.
Great, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, dear jurors, good afternoon. How are you? Well, before I deliver this speech, I conducted a micro research to directly acquire an actual data of people's perception on the digitalization of Bank NTT. I composed a series of questions in Google survey and sent a link to the active users of NTT Pay. The target of my survey was the civil servants who work in government institutions, schools, hospital, and General Election Commission. This might not be 100% a scientific research, but at least it shows that NTT Pay plays a moderate role towards society's recent perception of financial transaction. As I come to the conclusion of the survey, I found that 82.6% of the respondents claimed to get benefits from using NTT Pay, and 78.3% of the respondents selected option A, transfer and payment are easier. The key of the survey lays on the answers of the question, what are the benefits do you get from using NTT Pay? Today, I'm trying to put myself as the ambassador or representation of Bank NTT with a big question to start with. Why should everyone use the platform? Or why should we use the platform? Why should all the people out there use the platform? Dear jurists, ladies and gentlemen, the Industrial Revolution 4.0 and the spread of coronavirus disease 19 demand almost every aspect of professional services switch their old-fashioned strategies to the digitalized one, businesses, education, healthcare, politics, and even bankings as well. Because if they don't, it's going to be extremely tough, challenging to survive and compete with other platforms who already picked the ball. According to this, Bank NTT has been innovating and switching their board from the conventional financial strategy to digitalized financial technology for better and easier financial access. And NTT Pay is one of the digital product. And here are the services that you may consider. The first thing is a pay queries or quick response code Indonesian standard. One of the services that allows you to pay without any cash, as simple as scanning the barcode from shop you're visiting, and the payment will be automatically proceeded. Simple, right? If you need to check the balance, last 5 transfer data, be blocking or unblocking ATM card if you lost it, and proceed OTP, you can one-click menu of information. And to make money transfer, it provides us the transfer code of approximately 100 banks and grand financial technologies such as OVO, GoPay, ShopeePay, Tickets of Telkomsel, and many others that make you easier to insert without checking anything in Google. Everything is so practical. You can also pay telephone claim, TV subscription, electricity, BPJS taxes, and even hospital. Purchasing Telkomsel and Axel voucher and electricity voucher is also possible in this application. Moreover, it is more practical and safer for you to access the PIN change anytime, anywhere, as long as you are connected to internet. Dear jurors, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm trying to convey is The world has been switching into cashless society. And if we don't follow, we will be definitely left far behind. Bank NTT, in fact, has been doing great innovation and brave steps for society's better life. All we need to do is, open the account, support what our government has already done for us, download the application, do transfer with it, share it to friends and families, relatives, fellows, everyone. Because if you don't do it, it's going to be hard to develop or compete with those other banks who may be more advanced or better than ours. Eventually, I'm going to say thank you, Bank NTT, for your grand services, for everything that you have done for us so far. We are so proud of you. You are unavoidably the pride of East Nusa Tenggara Province society. Heads off. Thank you.
Butresi, are you here? Hi, Otto Forest. Sorry, I think maybe Butresi is having a problem at the moment.
Okay, I can take over, Ibu Reni.
Yes, Pak Alex. Yes.
Okay, thank you for the speech. A very convincing speech, Pak.
You're welcome. Thank you, Alex.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. We, especially the people in urban area, switch from conventional banking services to digitalized banking service now, okay? But our concern right now is more to the people who live in more remote places where access to internet is very limited. Maybe do you have any solution or suggestion that you can give to Bank NTT to help our friends living in more remote places in NTT so that they will be able to access also to internet and access all the digital service of Bank NTT?
Well, thank you. I personally think that if you want to go online and basically if we want to go, to the digitalized world, the main thing we need is, internet connection. It is impossible to go digitalized world without internet connection. So to me, I personally think that it is not the main responsibility of Bank NTT because it is the responsibility of, I think, Menkominfo has to do that to, share the internet connection to all the places around the world. So as long as we are connected to the internet, I think Bank NTT has been doing great innovation with.
Okay. I think I agree with you. Okay, it is not the responsibility of Bank NTT for the people in the remote places to access the digital service of Bank NTT, but the government. The government has to provide the facilities for the people to access internet. Now, maybe my last question actually: are you using one of Bank NTT's digital app now?
Yes, I do. NTT Pay.
Okay. NTT Pay. Can you share your experience of using that application?
The best thing about NTT Pay is I can, track all my money traffic every time, everywhere, and it is very. I like the application so much. It's very helpful for my money management.
Okay, so the application works well for you. Okay.
It's very best. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any worries, for example, that like those irresponsible people will steal your personal data or things like that? The scammers?
Actually, no, because I trust Bank NTT so much. So far, I don't hear any complaint from the customers about data leakage. So yeah, no worry about it.
Okay. Yeah. I think, compared to other banks, other big banks, like National Banks of Indonesia, we never heard that the scammers try to deceive people, telling that we are from Bank NTT and we are going to do blah 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 blah, compared to like other banks. Okay, so it means that the system, the digital system, the platform are very safe in Bank NTT. Okay, thank you, Pak Ofotore. It's very difficult to pronounce the name.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Nice talking to you. Good luck good luck in everything in your life. Nice talking to you.
Thank you, Pak Alexius and Otwo Forest. Yeah, and Otwo Forest, I'm sorry, is the last participant in this session today. And it means that we are at the end of our English speech competition. And today is the last day of our English speech competition program Ramai Sekali Bank NTT 2022. I would like to thanks to all the participants who registered in this English speech competition. Thank you so much. And for our amazing judges, thank you for our wonderful togetherness for 5 days. Judges Pak Alexius, Kak Reni, Kak Tracy, thank you so much for advices and everything for 5 days with us, with Bank NTT and Pos Kupang. And special thanks to the teachers and all the tribuners who watching us for 5 days in English speech competition. And on behalf of our organizing committee, I would like to apologize for everything, for mistake that we did during the English speech competition from day 1 until the last day today. And finally, I end my duty as your host, and thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening with your family and your friends. Bertransaksi di Bank NTT sama dengan membangun NTT. Bank NTT melayani lebih sungguh.
Thank you, Bapak Alex. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you.
Mengerti dan berkarya untuk berusaha membangun orang, melayani lebih sungguh, dedikasi yang tinggi, hadirkan inovasi bagi tiap generasi. Bank NTT membangun masa depan.
Support penggerak ekonomi rakyat, gali potensi daerah, dikembangkan produktif, intermediasi bank optimal maksimal, meningkatkan PAD, loba murah sejahtera.
Kami bertumbuh dengan sehat, kami Bank NTT, kami kuat dan terpercaya. Kami bank yang cerdas dan kreatif, NTT maju bersama Bank NTT, kita bangkit bersama.
Maju dalam visi misi, mengedukasi, kenalkan inovasi. Kami hadir melayani lebih sungguh. Mari bersama kita wujudkan mimpi.
Selalu dekat, selalu ada, berikan kemudahan, penghimpun dan penyalur, kredit di masyarakat, gerakan ekonomi, hentaskan kemiskinan. Bank NTT tetap maju, tetap jaya.
Support penggerak ekonomi rakyat, gali potensi daerah, dikembangkan produktif, intermediasi bank optimal maksimal, meningkatkan PAD, loba murah sejahtera.
Kami bertumbuh